Okay then.
We're waiting for you, Quip.
I was waiting for the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Baratokolopolis.
Waffles.
I actually did start recording before.
Oh, god damn you!
You know, one of these days, I'm going to do the countdown and already be streaming.
There's no fun in that, though.
Okay, I've tweeted and posted it in a couple of Discords. Apparently, Twitter thinks my tweet is Indonesian. Okay. Okay. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd, everybody. I believe where we last left off 2 weeks ago, the party was taking a short rest after the battle in the winery between yourselves, druids, and what can only be described as an imperial fuck ton of twig blights.
Or
In between,
a dream come true for Cloudy.
6 to 1, half a dozen. In the intervening time, Sun and Brammyr, the rest of the party have been informed, have collapsed unconscious in the middle of the woods and appear to be having some sort of a strange dream. So we will pick up with the party outside the copse of woods where Brammyr and Sun went off with Davian Markov and his family, as you've just been informed this information.
Don't talk all at once, guys.
Yeah, that's your cue.
I'm not carrying everybody back this time.
No, that's why we have horses.
Couldn't understand that, right?
No, that's why we have horses.
So are you doing anything about the fact that 2 of your party members have apparently passed out in the woods?
Do we know that they're passed out in the woods? 'Cause we're
As I
not-
said,
Leave them and
you've
walk
just
on.
been told. We're picking up with you where Davian has just told you that they passed out in the woods.
Ezmeralda is gonna go have a look.
Bryseis is gonna go with if they're dead too, I'm not raising them. Just goes in with a horse so she can put them on the horse if they're passed out and won't wake up.
Okay. It's a little difficult to make your way through the copse of woods on horseback, though eventually you reach a small clearing where Sun and Brammyr appear to have regained consciousness, and I'm assuming they look round at you as you approach.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good, you're awake. Here's a horse. You can get on it yourself now.
You're right there.
We had a bit of a weird dream. We think it was the dark powers that made it happen.
We saw Sage. But she's not around here.
She's still in the bag, isn't she?
We could check.
I mean, I could tell you it kind of smells, but sure, if you want to check it. Bryseis takes it out and throws the bag to Brammyr.
This is so... feels wrong. I go in and try and see if Sage is still in the bag, or Sage's corpse is still in the bag.
Yeah, her body is still in there. Still seems to be very dead.
It was weird just seeing her just a few minutes ago.
I pass the bag back.
See, it puts it back in the bag. Well, speaking of, we're probably on some form of time limit, so should we not be off?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we definitely should. Hey Bryseis, I'm sorry if I was a bit snippy about that stuff. I still don't think we should keep it, but I'm probably the last person to judge others for their curiosity.
Nah, blame the green guy. He's the one who wants to keep it. I just don't want to throw it until we figure out what the hell it is. Because we can throw it away, and then find out we could have used it to sell it or something, or it could have fallen to the wrong hands. What's the best way to keep evil out of somebody's hands than to keep it ourselves and put it away?
And destroying it also works, but sure. If we can, like, make sure to keep it in the bag, though. Cloudy really hates it.
Oh, then I'll keep it in the bag.
Thank you.
Like Bryce said, we should probably get a move on though.
So you're saying Cloudy doesn't want to play fetch with the stick?
Not with that stick, no. Although he had fun with the twig blights, it seems.
Alright.
Okay, so where we go now?
I think the idea is Krezk. See that abbot? Try and bring Sage back.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Here's a horse.
Is it my horse? The one I always ride on?
I don't know, I don't pay attention. I grabbed a horse. I don't know if that's gonna have to carry you back.
I go up to the horse. Is it my horse?
It's a pony.
Seems to be the one that Zesi normally rides.
This is not my horse.
I jump on that horse, that's my horse.
Like I'm supposed to notice these things. Put your butt on a horse and let's go.
I'll head over to where we hitch the horses. I'll hop onto my horse.
You head back out of the copse of woods, and as you do so, it seems like the were-ravens have just about finished loading the barrels of wine that they have up onto their carriage. Because, as a reminder, you were told that you'd need a shipment of wine from the winery to get into Krezk.
Indeed.
Yeah, seems like they're just about done. It's the end of the short rest, so those of you who spend hit dice and regain stuff at the end of a short rest, you do so. And Davian approaches you guys and says, "Thank you again for everything you've done for us. I'm still worried about our neighbours to the south, but you've got your own priorities."
We'll come back and take care of the druids as fast as we can.
It's appreciated.
I give a nod of respect to Damien. So suppose we take off?
Yep, and he gestures for his sons to join you in the little convoy you get going with, I guess, the wagon at the back and you guys in the front, or?
I suppose
Yeah, I'll be
so.
I'll
I'm gonna
go
be
after the
above
wagon.
I know we go through this like every bloody time. We have 3 riding horses plus the bigger horse, right? The
You
We have a
have,
horse for everyone now. I
but
think.
you have 4 riding horses, including Ezmeralda, so 3 of
Yeah.
yours plus 1 draft horse.
Yeah.
Just one draft horse. Glom is usually on the draft horse.
And
Ezmeralda on
Bryseis the
one.
broom.
Bryseis on the broom. Zesi Brammyr on one of the
Their
riding
own
horses
at the moment.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
guess Sun
Everyone's
her
on their own
yeah,
horse right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And Cloudy running alongside, having the time of his life. You got with horses, spooking them, running around them, normal things.
I guess by this point our horses are used to him.
Oh yeah.
The ones dragging the wine shipment might not be.
They look a little bit nervous about the presence of a wolf so close.
So I try to stay at the front and keep Cloudy near me.
Okay. As you head back up the road, you notice something that you didn't on your way out. Maybe it was just hidden by a shadow or a bad angle. The light of the sun is starting to go down behind the mist banks that surround Barovia. Little shiny object off to the side of the track, so small that you almost missed it.
That music though. It's not reassuring.
Accidental. That's literally just my playlist.
Who saw it? All of us.
I mean, Brammyr probably would have Sun, I think. I'm just checking everyone's passive perceptions again.
16.
Yeah,
12.
you noticed it. Bryseis noticed it. Sun noticed it, and not Zesi. And Ezmeralda
No, probably not.
also noticed it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hop off my horse and move closer to it. Try and
Okay.
get a better look at it.
Okay, chop off. Can you make me a perception check, please?
First roll of the night.
I turn to Zesi. Same as usual. One looks up, one looks down.
Yep.
Bryseis kind of cocks her head. It's something shiny. I'm so tired, I don't even know if I should care at this point.
It's a little hard to see right as you hop off the horse, but as you get closer, you can see it appears to be a small silvered wolf's head. Like, when I say small, like, smaller than the palm of your hand small.
Oh,
Not an actual wolf head.
good.
Made of
Oh.
silver, looks like it might have an opening to blow into. It might be a whistle.
I'm gonna move closer and pick it up.
Me and Zesi are watching for any threats that's coming as well.
Yep. Can you do make perception checks? Yeah, picking it up, it appears to be a whistle fashioned in the shape of a wolf's head and made out of silver.
Yeah, Bryseis kind of flies down and kind of looks at it. I would match the tooth in a charm bracelet I'm thinking about doing. What does it do?
I'm gonna blow in it because this is sun we're talking about.
Yeah, sounds like
I'd
a
blow the
whistle.
whistle.
High pitch, Cloudy kind of flattens his ears and backs away a couple of paces.
I probably do as well.
There you
Sorry,
go.
boys.
Which of
Dogs.
you is. Just out of interest, Brammyr and Zesi, and sorry, Ray, give me just 1 second. Which of you is looking up, which of you is looking down?
Which way is it that we usually do it?
I go up, you go down.
I'm looking at the ground, he's looking in the trees.
I'm looking behind us.
Okay. Yep, you don't notice anything. Sorry, Ray, go ahead.
No.
You started to say something, I cut you off.
She had just said that that it's a dog whistle.
Well, I guess warning whistles are always good to have. And given that I'm pretty sure a past the one that I had before to Bryseis, I'll pocket this one.
Okay. You've now gained a small whistle.
Wait, I don't have a whistle.
Yeah, when you went to explore ahead of us to the winery with the broom, I handed you my whistle. So that if you were in trouble, you could whistle and we would know.
That works. I didn't realize I still had it.
We should keep moving then.
Let's go then. I'll get back on my horse.
Dig their heels in and continue trotting along.
Okay. And you continue your journey. The multicles behind look a little bit confused when they see you hop off the horse and then get back on, but they don't really question it. You seem more competent than anyone that they know.
Going to be continuing like I did on the way down to the winery. Going to be doing the same thing back. Checking, watching, and tracking if there are any lycanthrope tracks.
So, can you please make me a survival check?
Say, is it an advantage because it's well split? It probably doesn't really make all that difference of it being a 10.
You don't notice any tracks that you hadn't seen before.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, you continue your journey up the road. You don't see any werewolf tracks anywhere. And it's a fairly quiet journey. Is there any conversations that's going on during this?
Bryseis would just be studying her sword that she got.
Yeah.
That's right, rub it in.
I told you in the chat that I'd switched them so you could actually be here when you found your vestige.
I know, that's why she's rubbing it in, because I wasn't here. It could have been mine.
Yeah, you continue your journey. And yeah, Mythcarver is a very nice sword. I changed it to be a rapier. Yes.
Yeah.
Because blame Matt Mercer. You arrive back at the crossroads that leads on the left towards Krezk, on the right towards Vallaki, and the Markers again hail you and say, just to double check, we're turning left towards Krezk, right? Not heading towards Vallaki.
Yes, that is the plan.
Gotcha. And they start to spin the wagon round to following the sign that points up to Krezk. Journey continues, and then it's getting really towards nighttime now, and a baleful apparition appears before you. Its hollow eyes dark with anger. It hisses, "No one will ever know you died here." I would like everybody to please roll initiative.
My initiative.
I need to add you to turn order, son.
Pitiful. Let's see, Cloudy.
Oh my god.
Can I see something, please? Or don't I?
Cloudy has better initiative than me.
Thank you.
I don't know what's up with your token on this map. You
The
should
fact that
normally
she
have a
doesn't
check for
have dark vision.
Yeah?
It's more, well, the view, name, and health bar settings weren't flicked on either.
Oh.
Who are we missing in the initiative order? Zeus, I don't see you in the initiative. Oh, okay. Reminder that you need to actually click on your token before
I did. I don't know why I didn't do it.
It's okay. I can add you manually. Okay, initiative order for the battle will be Ezmeralda, Cloudy, Glom, the Ghost, Sun, Bryseis, Zesi, Brammyr.
Point the rear.
I thought my initiative was bad, but jeez. We all rolled like shit.
Yep.
Why did the music die?
It wasn't coming through on my end, so I had to stop it and then restart it.
Okay.
So, Ezmeralda.
Okay, I don't like
Sorry.
the first.
Just baby listens
What
to
is that then?
That is the
What?
Ghost.
A ghost.
And so,
Right.
what's that, Hobbit?
Should people be missing health?
Everyone should be
We had a short rest.
short
Not
rest. So
a
if you
long
spent
rest.
hit die, then you'd be healed. Otherwise, no.
Okay.
And does Ezmeralda knows anything about ghosts?
I mean, even just looking at it, it doesn't look corporeal.
Okay. She's gonna. What's the range on that? Okay, yeah, she's gonna lightning bolt it.
Okay, which is what, dexterity saving throw?
Let's see.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Right off the bat.
Okay. You lean back and hurl your lightning bolt, and seems to strike true, but the ghost doesn't seem as bothered by it as it might otherwise be.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason. Okay, the music's not working at my end, so whatever.
It
It's
is.
working fine here.
I'll just unmute my DM tab and mute the player tab. Anyway, yeah, but the ghost doesn't look like it's as bothered by the lightning as it might otherwise be.
Good to know.
Yes, it is.
Before I waste one of my rights on lightning.
Anything else on your turn, Ezmeralda?
No, I don't want to kill Ezmeralda, so I'll stay here.
Cloudy.
Poor Cloudy is gonna probably be very ineffective, but he's gonna run, and he's gonna bite. Nope, that's the wrong tab.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, that probably doesn't do as much damage as it would.
Nope. And
And
it doesn't need to make the saving throw.
yeah, because it
it's immune.
can't be prone.
Yep.
That's Cloudy.
Glom.
Jumps off horse, goes into a rage, and runs up to enemy.
Okay.
And attacks with Great Club.
Yeah, that hits. Both hit. For ow.
For average damage.
Just runs over to it, smash it, and it hits almost nothing.
Okay. I mean, it hits. It seems like your weapon kind of passes through. It still seems to bother the ghost, but not as much as you might otherwise want it to. It's going to. How much health is it on?
0. We killed it in shock.
Yeah, it's feeling confident. It's going to make its move to here. So yes, Cloudy and Glom, you do get your opportunity attacks.
But
Misses.
he has advantage.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Yep, both hit. Okay. It's looking really the worst for wear. Flies over to you, Brammyr, and reaches his hand out towards you and into your chest. Can you please make me a charisma saving throw?
Fuck!
Oh,
Okay.
oh
What
no!
does the GM, what does the GM inspiration warrant me?
D8. The ghost
It's not gonna.
disappears. Brammyr,
Oh no! We don't have a
You are-
cleric.
Brammyr, you are incapacitated and lose control of your body.
Great.
However, you are still aware of everything going on around.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! You don't.
I can just imagine that saving throw. Would you really want to hurt me?
Trying to persuade the ghost to leave me alone.
That does take its action, son.
God damn it. I'm gonna try and push him off the horse.
Oh, got something.
Like, jump on him and try and drag him off the horse down to the ground.
What, Brammyr?
Yeah.
Okay.
What check do I make for that?
So here's the fun thing: the ghost uses the possessed target statistics, but it doesn't get
Yeah.
access to knowledge, class features, or proficiencies.
Oh, thank God.
So that would be probably. I'll let you use acrobatics instead of athletics if you want, and I will oppose
Thank you.
with
Can we just roll
Brammyr's strength.
Oh, you're rolling it through a dice. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, you managed to. You managed to push him off the horse and pin him to the ground.
Yay!
I rolled a 5 on the dice.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 on the die, which is plus 10, or if you wanted me to do athletics, it would still be a plus 2, so...
And Ghostmere is restrained on the ground.
Ghost.
You get out of him! That's probably my whole action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole turn.
Possess.
Flies over on broom. Reaches down and literally like takes her palm and shoves it onto his chest. And I always wanted to do this. Be gone, evil spirit!
Nope.
That won't do anything. You do that,
Damn.
do the lesser restoration, and it has no effect.
I gotcha.
Well, if I can't do another spell, then that's it.
Zesi.
He's grappled on the floor, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna jump down, run over, and pin his weapon arm, and try and get rid of the weapon out of his hand.
Interesting.
Oh, look, the family all wants to do this non-lethally. Yay! I was obviously expecting...
make
I mean, I could chatter if you want me to.
No, it's quite right, it's quite right.
Make me your athletics check.
No? You said we could take acrobatics.
The reason I did that for Sun was she would physically force him off the horse to the ground, and the ghost was still getting used to the
My
body.
-1 roll. I roll like crap. I hate you.
God damn.
Well, whatever the case, I outrolled you.
Wait, my body's still weak. It's the -2 to all checks affecting this.
Total of
Oh
9.
shit! So is my... I'm still at disadvantage. Same roll. For the,
I rolled a
acrobatics check.
5 on the dice on the original one.
Yep.
Total of 9 against Zesi's athletics. The ghost manages to keep control of the weapon.
Let's say I still want to pin the arm down if that's possible, and then try to wrestle the weapon after. But as long as the arm is pinned first.
It's even while pinned down by Sun, Ghostmere is wrestling you and manages to keep its arm free. Is what
Okay.
happened there, basically. It's a tight contest. Rolls round to Brammyr. You're aware of all of this happening. Son, he's trying to break the grapple. Which is... Oh, God, now we'll look up grapple.
It has to be an athletics for me now.
Yes.
And it is a disadvantage because I am exhausted. Okay, I'm using that one. Ooh, 10?
Breaks the grapple.
I think we can all be glad that at least its turn was before me and it possessed me pre-changing.
Gonna use half your movement to stand up, Brammyr. And gonna start moving you away. And that will provoke opportunity attacks if you want to take them.
I will be using the flat of my blade to not
non-lethal.
hurt him. Yeah, not lethal.
Can I use a spell on a attack? I don't know.
Nope. Not
No,
unless
you
you're
would
not
need to
unless you're
warcaster feat.
warcaster.
Esmeralda, remember you are on a riding horse.
Yes, I know.
I'm on
How
a
much movement does it have?
60.
I'm on the broom. I'm gonna go try to knock him out with my staff.
17 to hit with the short sword.
Yeah, that hits Umbra. Bryseis, you can't move for an opportunity attack.
It's as they're leaving.
As they're
Just
leaving.
bonk him.
Oh,
just
I do get sneak attack too because there are people around him.
Non-lethal
Point.
sneak attack.
Non-lethal
I'm just gonna-
sneak attack.
Wait, how do you roll for that? Jeez.
So yeah, the spear misses.
Oh, it's
Sun hits, and Bryseis. I mean, are you doing it with your sword, your staff? What are you doing it with?
I was gonna bonk him with my staff.
Lethally or non-lethally?
Non.
Then roll your staff attack.
13.
I don't see it on my thing. That's why I'm.
Wait, hang on. What staff are you hitting him with?
Never mind. I'll just see the butt of the sword.
Thank God you haven't changed, Brammyr.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay. Because you're not exactly going to be taking lethal damage, just track it on your HP.
Okay.
You whack him with the hilt of your sword as he's moving away, Bryseis, and it seems like it stung Ghostmere. Son, total?
18.
18.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wrote damage, but it wrote much.
Image.
Esmeralda.
Okay, can you move the horse, please, with me?
Yep.
Try and reach him. And do that. Which I don't know if it's help, but still.
The target is already charmed by 10% by such a creature. The
Yeah,
target
does
has
he have a
disadvantage
check?
on new saving throws.
Does he have any check at any point?
Yeah, I need to
Brammyr.
make charisma.
Yes, charisma saving throw as Brammyr, please.
God.
Nope.
I'm gonna use that in the GM inspiration.
Okay.
Was that
So that's a
1d8?
total of 9 at the moment.
It's 10 minutes.
Was it a d8, you say?
Yes. That's enough. As you cast that spell, the ghost reappears. And it seems very pissed off and says, "Oh, you should not have done that, mortal."
Should I put my health back to what it was, since I don't
Yes.
think I'm going to be being hit anymore, unless it's lethal.
Do you have anything you can do as a bonus action, Esmeralda?
No, I don't. No.
Cloudy.
A bark, bark, bark. A bite, bite, bite. Which is at advantage because there are allies around.
How does Cloudy want to do this?
That was a natural 20 at advantage, by the way, guys.
I see.
Cloudy's just gonna pounce on it, and remember that it's half damage because not magical. Still
It
kills it?
has 3 HP.
Oh, okay.
God damn it!
He's just gonna pounce on it. And his teeth are gonna go through the misty flesh.
Yep.
And go...
And whereas last time you saw the ghost basically step inside of Brammyr, just disperses.
Oh God!
Are you okay,
Oh
Brammyr?
crap! Is there still something in you? She walks up and like pokes him with the end of her sword.
No, I'm okay. It's just not a pleasant experience.
You had a woman inside you. You're telling me that's not a pleasant experience?
I'm sort of looking up at you like is this really the time? Let's just keep moving.
Actually, I probably shouldn't have given you another saving throw for that, but oh well, whatever, it works.
I mean, it says, what, if the target's already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target
Yeah.
has advantage on any new saving throw.
Uh,
Oh, any new.
the possession lasts until the body drops to 0 hit points. The ghost ends as a bonus action, or the ghost is turned out or forced out by effect, like dispel evil and good. I just saw the evil and good parts. Oh well, it works still.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Because otherwise it was going to try and take you to Castle Ravenloft.
Fuck that! I'll
Okay.
head over Jock. Thank you, everyone, for not stabbing me.
Hey.
You
Just
got
wanted-
lucky.
Just wanted to stop that thing.
I appreciate it. First time I've ever been possessed in my life. That's not an experience I'm ever going to look for again.
Brammyr, during the possession, you got the impression from the ghost of of the castle, and then of a wide gaping chasm and a sensation of falling.
This just gets even more disturbing. Let's get to Krezk.
How dark is it getting?
You've got maybe an hour more of sunlight. You'll get to Krezk about as it rolls over to nighttime,
Okay.
based on the pace of time change here in Barovia that you've seen.
Let's keep going then.
And having mounted back up after the minor incident with a ghost that wanted Brammyr dead,
What
you
did I
continue
do
on
to
your
him?
journey. Existed.
Christ.
You continue on your journey towards the walled village of Krezk.
Keeping an eye out.
Yep. And
Still keeping an eye out for wolves. Or werewolves.
you
should I
haven't
say.
noticed any. The road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment, ending in a gatehouse built into a 20-foot high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The sombre toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change in the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you've grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance. There seems to be a switchback road clean to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey. To the west, the road seems to continue onwards for just another mile or so before plunging into the foggy curtain that surrounds this land.
Do you think that's where they end up making their leave?
All right, horse, up the rocks.
Are we
You're telling
going-
north, I assume?
Yeah. Are we going up to the abbey or to the town itself?
Well, you've got to go through
Through
the village of Krezk
Okay,
to
that
get to
wasn't
the abbey.
okay. I wasn't sure that I caught you correctly there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to move you over to the Krezk map just so you can actually get an impression. Please ignore the sage token. It's not there.
She's here. She's in the bag.
Come on, map. There you go. Okay.
Yes, now I know I need to give Ezmeralda sight again.
I can't see. But yeah.
Global illumination.
Yeah, true.
Alright.
And you guys are able to move yourselves.
On we go then.
Yep.
The air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot-tall iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the door is a name. Krezk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously. One of them calls out to you. Halt! Who are you? What is your business with Krezk?
We have booze!
She flies up to him and kind of winks. Yeah, what the green guy said.
As you fly up, all of the figures you see pull out bows and are aiming them at you.
Whoa!
We're bringing you
down.
alcohol and hot chicks, and you are pointing a bow at me.
We're under orders from the Burgomaster. We have to defend this village from all the threats in the woods. Fly back down, stay here, and he'll be here momentarily. You see
Hamburger alive?
No, Glom, there are more than one. And
Oh.
I'm not sure he's as much of a prick as all the other ones have been. Fine. She goes back down and, sits on the wagon with the wine.
one of the figures heads down from the woods and you assume is running around inside the village, and less than 5 minutes later the gates open and a much more well-dressed man strides forwards. Have a handout.
Krezkov and Krezkova.
Yep. And the man of the two, the Baron, strides out and says, "So, you're the wine delivery we've been expecting for the past month. Yet I don't recognize your faces. Who'd you claim allegiance to? Not that it matters."
Ourselves, usually.
We are here on behalf of the, damn it, what's their last name? Martikov. They've been having some trouble at the vineyard, but we helped them out.
Not that it matters, since you've done a service to the town. I'm honor bound to let you in. Are you enemies or allies of the devil?
Wait, I want to insight check him to see if he's an ally or enemy. I have no idea.
Bryseis is going to get off her broom, walk up to him, and do a small little bow. We, our little group here, would like to take that little dickless man and screw him up into a tree. Is that enough proof for you?
But if he's allies with him?
Yeah, Brammyr, you have no fucking clue. Look, if he comes for you, I'm not prepared to shelter you any more than I'd give any aid to any of his allies unless I had to. You've done us a service. That's it. Come on in.
We don't expect any kind of help, and we don't expect any kind of trouble, hopefully, here.
That's good.
Bryseis just turns around and looks at Sun, cocking her head.
We're just delivering wine and having a word with your abbot, is all.
Yeah, no trouble. But don't worry, if we do have trouble, we've been able to survive. Some of us have been able to survive him, so we should be fine.
It's fortunate that you say you're not looking for trouble, since it seems like I couldn't stop you even if I wanted to. But please, try not to start any fights, even if you probably could massacre every single person in the village.
I like this man. He knows what we're about. But don't worry, we're not here to massacre or do anything bad. We're here to deliver your wine. And like she said, go up to the abbot to have a talk.
If we have any questions about anything in this city, where might we find you?
He actually gestures to the closest cottage to the gate you just entered. He says, I live there with my wife. If you need anything, come find us. I'll see if I can do anything for you.
Wait, before you leave, I do actually have a question. Has the abbot been acting strange? Can you tell us who they live with? You know, that kind of stuff.
I think it might be best if you stepped inside to have this conversation rather than out in the open where anyone can hear.
Good idea.
As a note, the mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, grey cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage. The closest cottage to the outer gates, the one he gestured to, appears to be the largest building that you can see, but it's still a modest dwelling.
Well, she gets on her broom and rides in front of it, and then calls back. Better?
Right in front of what?
The cottage.
The cottage.
I don't know what you're asking him.
Is it better to talk here than where we were at the gate?
Go on inside. I think we've got tea brewing. If you drink it, if you don't, well, I guess the shipment of wine, it needs to be distributed. Hey, turn to Marcos. You know where to take it, I'm assuming. I just nod and start leading the carriage, the wagon, deeper into the village.
Sorry. Haven't slept much last night, so I'm a bit tired.
It's alright. Although, I hope you're not needing that many beds inside the village, as we can't actually offer you all that much. I have 1 or 2 still in my cottage, and that's about it.
Oh, no, we're fine.
He's unlocking and opening his front door as he does this.
I can usually sleep in most places. I'm not the most high maintenance, it's quite alright.
We have our own accommodations, remember?
Oh yeah. I've only stayed there for 48 hours.
Yeah, so appreciative. That's the last time I was going to give you a poster like Glom had in his room.
I'm quite alright.
Same poster.
The Baron's
No.
looking at you with a raised eyebrow.
No, not the same one. I'm just going to give one similar, but I think he would appreciate a little bit more hair on his girl.
I give a growl.
The Baron is giving you all a look with a raised eyebrow.
Let's just go inside, please.
Bryseis walks in and doesn't even bother sitting down. She's just waiting for everybody in.
The interior of the cottage is not huge, less than 200 feet, a bit over 200 feet square, and opens right into the sort of main living room space where you can see a woman who you assume is his wife is currently brewing a pot of tea, and he goes out to her. Anna, gonna need tea for a few more. Got some guests who delivered that wine shipment we've been waiting for. And she turns it. Welcome to Krezk. Unfortunately, not the greeting we would like to offer you, but it's the best we can do. Sit if you need to. Tea will be ready in about 5 minutes. Would I like you to use a hot drink?
Our son is going to sit down. Thank you for your hospitality.
It's the least we can do for those that restored hope to the village by bringing us some of the wine. What even happened at the winery? We haven't had a delivery in a month.
Ran into some trouble with the druids. Things should be better now, hopefully. You all seem very much on edge in this town, though. I mean, I understand this place is... Ugh. But... I don't know, it seems like you're more on edge than most people?
Baron speaks up again, having taken a seat at the table. Look, none of us pretty much ever leave the walls of Krezk for fear of being attacked by wolves, dire wolves, and werewolves.
Cloudy.
And with the lack of wine coming in, everyone's been more on edge than usual. You said you wanted to talk to the abbot. There's a few things you should know.
Good.
First things first, the abbey itself, named after a priest of the Morning Lord who took a stand against the devil. After a fierce uprising, Saint Markovia and her most loyal followers stormed Castle Ravenloft, and were all destroyed. The abbey was once a hospital and a convent, but it fell on hard times after the land was swallowed up by the mists. Some of the clergy fell prey to the devil, others went mad and either starved themselves to death or turned to cannibalism. As far as any of us know, the abbot arrived over a century ago and hasn't aged a day since. He occasionally visits the Shrine of the White Sun out at the lake at the back, out of the pool at the back of the village, but he doesn't talk much and demands tributes in the form of wine. We don't know his actual name, where he came from, and there are some among my guards who think he is the devil in disguise. No one from Krezk visits that abbey anymore. The bells ring at odd times day and night, and the place is filled with screams and horrible, inhuman laughter.
Sounds like the
Makes my
church.
bones shake just to think about it.
Sounds like a party.
About this time, his wife brings over the tea for any of you who want it.
Anybody live with him up there?
I'll take some.
Not that we know of, but I haven't visited at any time in my life, so hard to say.
So it's basically not a church, it's just a house of a probably evil SOB.
The abbot, as much as my guards think he might be the devil, has not openly done anything cruel and often can be found wandering among the village offering aid to those that need it, though he's been even more reclusive than usual lately. You say you need to speak to him, but I would suggest if any of you are at all faithful to the Morning Lord, you should visit the pool at the back of Krezk. Said that it was blessed by the saint herself, and certainly the waters hold magical power.
I'm not usually a holy man myself, but it could still be a
You sure about that?
sensible idea.
Oh, yeah, well, any help we can get, hey, I've taken symbols from every god you can think about, because as long as we can get help from somebody, it's the way we need to do it. But, so you say you hear horrible screams from there, but yet he's a good person?
The abbot himself, no matter what's going on up at the abbey, has offered more aid and support to Krezk, more hope than even the finest deliveries of champagne from the winery.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll, go check it out.
Now the question is, do we do this tonight or in the morning?
Oh, hell no, we're not going tonight. I'm tired. You're tired. And frankly, I need to check on the new doll that got burned so I can see if I can fix it. I've been wanting to do that all day.
I just hope time doesn't run out for Sage.
I'm inclined to go now, but if the rest of us needs to rest, then we need to rest.
As a note, I have a point of exhaustion, so any check I make in a resurrection ritual would be at disadvantage.
Wouldn't necessarily say it was an ability check, but you do have a point.
I wouldn't mind checking out this pool, though. How far away is it from here?
It's just at the back of the village. I can walk there in actually most of the distance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes walk.
Let's do that, and then do you have like a... no, well, that should work. Is there any like clearings or anything that you have in the village somewhere where it's kind of in the back area?
The pool and shrine are probably the best areas for that.
Gotcha. Yep, we're going to the pool.
Look, you've done us a service. Are you looking to pick up any supplies here in Krezk, or is there any merchants you're looking for? I can try and point you in their direction.
What kind of things do you have?
Well, one thing's for certain. We've got the only jewelers in the valley. There's
Jewelry?
There's the usual general store that isn't that well stocked, especially since the Vistani stopped turning up a week or so ago.
Oh, it's a little hot in here. Oh.
Why do we only have 6 gold coins in...
Because we resurrected you, darling.
It's okay, Bryseis has jewelry to sell, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, we're kind of poor, and we're probably gonna need money for Sage's resurrection.
Yeah, so I guess Bryseis gonna have to sell it. Do you have any like stores that would have things in it for kids?
Not that I can think of. The only one in the valley, the Blinskid Valaki.
Yeah, we've been to that one. Okay. Let's check out the general store then. Potions! You wouldn't happen to have those lovely little things, would you?
Unlikely. That would be more of the abbot's domain if he has them at all.
Ah. Good to know. You wouldn't happen to have any empty bottles, would you?
Of what size?
Enough to hold some water.
Vials or bottles?
A bottle could probably do.
Anna, do you mind checking the cellar? And his wife heads out, and do you think you hear the sound of a trapdoor opening in a different room and her feet on a set of stairs? A couple minutes later, she comes back holding 3 empty bottles of purple grape mash number 3, the shit wine.
Awesome. She takes the bottles. Do they have corks with them?
They were decorked a while ago. These are empty bottles.
Do you have any corks or stoppers?
Why would we still be holding on to those?
I don't know. There's really art projects and stuff you can do with them. Don't worry about it. I'll find do my own.
I'm gonna see if we can find some more supplies, but if we're running short on gold, don't we still have those furs?
I thought those were sold back in Barovia.
Yeah, those have been
For
sold.
some,
They're not in
Oh.
the bag of holding anymore, so they've been sold.
They need to be removed then.
I will.
Are they in the bag of holding? Then we haven't sold them.
After we go to the pool, I'm gonna go and try to sell my jewelry.
We do have
at this
electrum. Like, we're not completely poor. We have a bunch of electrum.
We should try and sell some of our stuff though to make.
Yeah, pool, find stuff. This would be the good order. Sleep. Wait. Pool, find, sell stuff, sleep.
Would your jewelers and general store still be open at this hour?
Probably won't be open until the morning, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sleep
Okay.
time.
Yep. Pool, then sleep, then shopping.
Sounds good.
She looks at the burgomaster's wife. Thank you so very much for your hospitality and letting us in. Hopefully we'll be able to give you even more assistance in the morning. Don't worry about our accommodations. I got that under control.
Oh, that's certainly a handy skill, isn't it? Very well then.
She flicks her tail a little bit and kind of grins. Yes, it is. Although my companions here don't have much of a, desired taste for my designs, it's still a roof over their heads.
Hey, we appreciate your house.
True.
A lot.
Well, good. Good. That's good to know. So a vegetarian dinner again? She just grins at him and walks out the door.
The burgomaster's looking confused.
Don't worry about
I
it.
want to say something.
Cats are carnivorous. Don't feed vegan food to your cats. What do you want to say, Brammyr?
I'm just lagging to shit.
Yep, you are.
Grip Umbra. Gone soon forgotten. Do you want to say anything to the burgomaster?
Well,
Goodbye.
We'll do our best not to bring any trouble.
I don't think I could stop you even if I wanted to, so that's reassuring to hear. Go on then.
Oh,
Umbra.
he
Yeah.
wants. Yeah.
I see the message. I'm just hoping that he's.
I can hear you all fine. It's just I know that I will be laggy when speaking.
You're actually not at the moment.
Yeah, you're fine at the moment.
For how long? Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I can't tell you much about that asshole, apart from that he's far larger than any man ever ought to be. Vicious, rude, brutal from everything I've heard of him. I would rather not get anywhere near the pack. I just know that for some reason they operate especially around here.
We heard their den is nearby. That's why.
I
don't
can't tell
know
you
why.
anything about that. I wouldn't know. I haven't left the village in a long time.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to put a stop to their pack.
If you could, that would be much appreciated.
It's part of my job description. And with that, I give sort of a small bow, and with the other of the party.
Okay. Yeah, you head out and link up with the rest of the group, who I assume are moving north through the village, through Krezk.
Yeah, probably through that road.
To the
Yeah.
pool.
You pass a collection of ramshackle cottages, lots of pine trees, tipped with a little bit of snow.
I draw my cape closer.
Yeah, eventually you arrive at the pool and the Shrine of St. Markovia. Even under grey skies, this pool at the north end of the village shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore sits an old gazebo on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched, as though waiting to be embraced. Seems to be reaching towards the east.
Is there any inscription on the statue saying who this is supposed to be? Or saying anything, really?
Seems to have a small plaque on it, mostly faded, but you managed to work out that this is basically meant to be a depiction of the Morning Lord reaching towards the sun, as he's believed, bringing the dawn every day.
Is it life size or is it like
larger
bigger?
than life?
Larger than life. Okay.
Is anyone else
I'll
looking
wave at
at
him. I'll wave at him since I am the sun.
These people need to follow a proper deity.
Now that's somewhere we can both agree, young tiefling. And behind you, you could have sworn there was nothing. You see a number of figures stepping up from the west, out of the fog and out of the darkness. Six very undead-looking figures in the front. 3 more in the back. Strahd himself, having just spoken. A little bit behind him.
Surprise.
A little bit behind him, Donovich, and next to him, looking very weak, pale, barely standing, Irina. I'm going to put you onto the map I made just so you can see this. Irina might be on 1 HP.
Can I have light, please?
Yep. Something's gone wrong with the Ezmeralda default token. I'll fix it probably during the break. I was wondering whether you'd come here tonight. I've been waiting here ever since I realized you were heading this way. I wanted you to be here at the moment where Tatiana truly becomes mine. He doesn't seem to have noticed that behind him, Irina's attention seems to be caught by something in the lake.
I'm gonna have a look at the lake, at where she's looking.
Make a perception check.
I hate being exhausted.
Bryseis is gonna try to distract Strahd. Strahd, why are you sitting here waiting for us like this? It's me. Does that mean you actually care and love us and have no freaking life just to sit here and wait for us?
We said we weren't go look for trouble for the town.
As I say, I just wanted you to be here at the moment where Tatiana truly becomes mine. I'm not interested in your pathetic fates, although I have brought my own backup in case you decide to start a fight. As this is going on, son, As Arena reaches the pool's edge, an image appears in its sparkling blue waters. A handsome youth of kind and noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turns to sudden joy. You can see his lips moving, but you're too far away to make out if there's any sound. Arena subtly gasps, puts hand on her heart, and seems to be mouthing something back. From here, you basically have to lip read. And with that perception, so you
Am
can't
I able
quite.
to? Am I
Sorry,
able to
go ahead,
hear with
Brammyr.
hearing?
Make me a perception check with advantage.
Can 20.
What was that? Sorry.
Are you able to roll it because I'm still disc 20?
What's your perception modifier?
I think it's +2.
Okay. Yeah. With that, I will PM you on Discord.
Again, Bryseis is still just going to be talking to Strahd, trying to distract him. Well, good, good. I'm glad you don't worry about our fates, and if you want to put on a show for us, but, you know, you're kind of, like, contradicting yourself. Oh, wait, let me put this in terms you'll understand. You are not, you're saying one thing, but you're doing another. Is that easier to understand?
My sister has a point.
And here was me hoping that your lovely brother there would want to join me. There's so much I could teach him. You're a lost cause. As this is going on, Arena's reaching towards the water surface. Donovich is focused on the conversation, hasn't noticed. And as Arena reaches towards the water surface, a hand of water rises up to take hers.
Bryce kills him talking because she kind of sees everything, but she's trying to keep eye lock with Strahd.
Does it
Hey.
look like it's going to harm Irina, or?
Make me an insight check.
Hey, that's actually decent. What's my insight? My insight is 6. That's 18.
With disadvantage?
Yes, I rolled a 12 and a 16.
Nice. Hard to say, although it doesn't look like it can harm her any more than Strahd already has.
So what exactly do you mean about Tatiana?
Surely you've realized by now that this form is just the latest incarnation of her soul that's escaped me every time I've had her right within my grasp. My brides might think that they matter. Tatiana's the only one, truly. Irina takes the hand and is pulled into the pool and embraces Sergei beneath the rippling water. You've never seen a happier couple as they both begin to fade from view. Strahd glances over his shoulder and sees her just as she's disappearing.
Doesn't look like she really wants to join you.
And he turns back, white anger plain on his face. And a peal of thunder shakes the land, and the dark clouds coalesce into a terrible visage. Strahd's voice, deeper and darker than you ever heard it before, comes out of his mouth and yells, "No! She is mine!" A terrible crack resounds as blue lightning splits the sky and strikes the pool. Brammyr, Zesi, Ezmeralda, Bryseis, can you all please make me dexterity saving throws?
Is there any chance of counterspelling that?
It's not a spell.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I'm really getting pissed off at my internet right now.
Dex save,
What did you
please.
want? Dex save?
Yes, please.
No surprise there. I haven't rolled above a 9 all night.
And Brammyr also needs to make me one.
Do you want to roll for him? Let's see if he's back.
Strahd passes. I'm doing the saves for all of the other creatures there as well. Donovich passes, and the whites.
I hit the wrong thing. You want me to do the actual throw? I keep hitting the chat.
Can you... I'll take the dice roll. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please? Yeah, you're fine. The whites... One passes, one fails. And fine if Umbra's still disconnected. Unless someone wants access to his character sheet to roll for him.
Oh, do it! I roll really well.
There we go. There's Brammyr's save. Okay. Zesi, you take... well, you are not prone. Everyone else, you remain standing. The force of the lightning basically just knocks you prone.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, you weren't in the water. You would have had to make a con save or take damage.
If I was in the water, I wouldn't be happy that's where you placed me.
I did not place you in the water for a reason.
Can I see Arena still?
She's gone. And the lust and the shine that the water had when you arrived is gone. Strahd just looks at all of you. Anger and fury on his face.
Hey, we didn't do nothing. We just got here.
You know, you've been waiting for us.
You brought her here.
That's the only reason I'm not going to do this personally. Let me make this very clear. From now on, there will be no more parleys. When we meet, we fight to the death.
What about that dinner invitation?
Feel free to come to my castle anytime. I will still do my duty as your host. I keep by my word. But any other time we meet in my land, expect to die. Donovich, slay them all. And Strahd is going to go ahead and turn into a bat and fly off.
Don't be mad at us if we missed him again.
Can everybody please roll me initiative?
So much Miya for let's not start trouble.
Hey!
Strahd started it
We didn't do anything.
this time.
Come on, blow 10. Yes! Blow 10 is.
Nice.
Where's my... Oh, Cloudy.
Is this what I have to do to get good rolls?
Initiative. Ah! Damn it. It was a good roll too. There.
Where the hell is my vampire spawn character sheet? There it is. Sorry, too many character sheets.
Can you add me to the...
Yes. Ugh, Jesus, my initiative rolls are terrible. Okay.
Can you add me to the turn
Yes.
order?
Give me a second.
Because I saw you just sort them.
Yep. I'm just in the process of dragging character sheets across so I can actually see you guys and add you to the turn order.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, how can you not deal with 14 things all simultaneously? Come on, man.
We need a GM.
And I only have one screen to GM with because the other one's streaming. That's the other thing I need to change.
I thankfully didn't have to restart my computer because the moment I threatened to restart my computer, the internet came back. I'm like, yeah, now I've got your number.
Have you added yourself, son?
Yes.
Okay. Initiative order for the battle is going to be Ezmeralda, Zesi, Sun, the Whites, Glom, Brammyr, Bryseis, Donovich, Cloudy, the Vampire Spawn.
You're even rolling nat 20s, I can't go fast.
Ezmeralda.
I hate you go first, especially as I don't see anything. Okay, here they are. Right, I'll move up to there then. It's the furthest I can go.
Okay.
And what does she have?
This one is prone, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It was not prone by the blast of lightning that Strahd dropped on the pool.
Okay, I will cast Magic Missile on the prone one.
Okay.
Just level 1.
Hits automatically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the white takes an amount of force damage.
That's my turn.
Okay. Zesi.
Let me just quickly check the range of this, but probably going to be hexing and chill touch and damage. Range is
I can't even see
90.
Donovich.
Range is 120.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
hit
Oh, he's
hex,
there, yeah.
then
Okay.
chill touch Donovich.
Okay. What checks are you imposing disadvantage on?
I always forget the one that we say to do.
It's checks, not saving
Wis-
throws.
Wisdom? No. Oh,
I'd
strength.
say
No, wisdom.
strength is a good one.
Strength. We'll go with strength.
Okay, strength checks. Noted. And, yeah, hits. Okay, for an amount of necrotic damage. That amount might not be your total. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Zesi?
Just checking that hex was actually 1d6.
I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay. In which case, yes, that is my turn.
Gonna back away.
Yep.
Sun,
Damn it, they're all just a tiny bit too far.
You can move a tiny bit.
That's Donovich, right?
Yeah.
yes.
No. Don't do it.
Yes, do.
Nah. I'm gonna double my movement speed with my feline agility.
Okay.
So just so that I get 5 more feet. And
Well, you can move away afterwards. You've got 25 more feet to use to back away.
true. That thing is prone, so I get advantage. So I get a flat roll. No, I get advantage. I have disadvantage on checks. That's all.
Yep.
So I get advantage with the magic short sword.
Okay.
That's a natural 19. That's gonna hit, right?
Yeah.
And because I had advantage, I get the sneak attack automatically. That's 16, 17, 18, 19 plus 5. 24 damage.
Okay. Ow.
And then offhand attack with Whisper,
Okay.
which is a natural 15 plus 8.
Yep.
For a total of 4 damage.
Okay.
And because it is prone, I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack because it will be at disadvantage and back off to there.
Misses. Made a slash at you with his longsword.
Okay.
Okay. Their turn. The weight is going to use half of its movement to stand up. Moves 5, 10, 15 up to you, Ezmeralda. This one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does not provoke opportunity attack. 25. That one's going to move to there. And 5, 10, 15, 20,
Jesus fucking Christ!
You're okay?
Did you hear that through my
Yeah.
microphone?
What
Yes.
was that?
I hope it was a firework.
Not in Germany.
About to say they may be invading themselves.
Okay.
Get out while you can.
Ezmeralda, the white in front of you takes its longsword.
I shield.
Shield lasts the entire turn.
Until
Yeah, it's a
the end of
reaction
her-
and it lasts you.
Longsword attack misses, then reaches its hand out towards you. Also misses with a natural 1. White in front of you, Brammyr, is going to try the same thing. Longsword. Natural 20
Fucking great.
for 10 points of slashing damage. Touches you on the cheek with a undead clawed hand. It's gonna miss you. Sun, same thing for you. Longsword is gonna hit you for a grand total of 11 points of slashing damage.
Ow!
Yeah, I rolled well. Reaches his hand out towards you.
That did more than the
The
crit
crit,
of
yeah.
Brammyr.
Yeah. The life drain attack is also going to hit you.
Of course it is.
Cutting words.
Ooh.
Was that a cutting words?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, B.
And what's it, a D4 or D6?
D8.
8.
Oh, D8 now.
And what do you say?
6.
It's a ghosty ghost, right?
It's a white.
So yeah, it's kind of a ghosty ghost.
It's corporeal. It's a corporeal
Oh,
undead.
yeah.
I'm gonna call it ghost. I ain't scared of no ghost.
Have a handout.
I ain't scared of no armored ghost either.
Yep, that's enough. You do prevent the life drain from hitting. Glom.
Go on.
If you're there, you're muted.
Just working on. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
And rage.
So, hang on, what path did you take to do that?
Also, you
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
want to rage before you move.
Okay, so you will have had to move. So both the whites are going to take their opportunity attacks on you. Both of them are going to try and life drain you.
Okay.
What's your AC?
14.
One of them hits. You take 6 points of necrotic damage. Can you also make me a Constitution saving throw, please? Your hit point maximum is also reduced by 6 until you next finish a long rest. Yeah, so
There we go.
So you move to there, you rage. So you're attacking the vampire spawn.
Yep.
Okay.
Going with the great axe this time.
Okay.
Jesus.
Out of interest, was that reckless?
No.
Okay. Both hit. Unsurprisingly. Ow. Okay. Yeah, you take two swings at the vampire spawn, and yeah, that looked like it hurt a little bit, but not as much as you were expecting. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Brammyr.
bonus action cold right.
Okay.
Let me just affect my HP. Because that's now gone down. God damn it, I can't do maths. 61 take 7. 54?
61 take 7, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to turn yet because I want to hit this thing. So I'm just going to swing and a swing, the one that hit me.
Okay. Just hits. Wait, do you have a penalty on attack rolls?
Yes, I do. God damn it.
Misses.
Second swing.
Hits.
A 4. Oh, I need to reroll both those because those were 2s. So the exact same damage. So yeah, 14 damage total.
Ow. That hurted a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Bryseis.
Okie dokie. Well, Bryseis is going to throw a fireball in a very particular spot, and it's only going to hit Glom. And
What
Hold
is
on.
that?
well, let me show you with my little rulers. Okay, so if we remember, so this spot, if you throw it there, it hits that
Yep.
one, that one, that one. Not Ezmeralda, not her, not him. It does not hit that one, but it'll hit this one, this one. It'll also hit this one, and it'll hit this one.
And
Yep.
Glom.
So 3 whites, the 2 vampire spawn, and Glom.
Yep.
I
Cool.
died doing what I loved.
Cool. No, you're not. Donovich uses his reaction to counterspell you.
Can you counterspell? I counterspell.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Range 60 feet, however.
That's why I haven't said anything.
Oh, no. Donovich can't. He's out of range.
But he can't counterspell me.
Correct. He's 5 feet out of range.
Nice.
Boom.
And it's my sheet still not working. Hold on. There we go.
Nice.
Well, those 2 whites pass with a 19 and a natural 20 on the dice. Another 19, so the whites are fine. Well, they pass, they still take half damage. Where's my vampire spawn count sheet? And the vampire spawn have +6 to their dexterity saving throws. Top one fails, bottom one passes. So 31, and Glom, you also need to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Glom, you take the full 31 points of fire damage.
Oh! Oh!
Sorry, green guy.
Damn. Vampire spawn. Yeah, I'm not resistant. That is a lot of damage from a fireball. Ow. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Bryseis?
I'm gonna go ahead and inspire Brammyr because he seems to be doing crap today.
Okay.
So, so I'm gonna pick a very current song because in celebration of worlds, and sing him a little Legends never die. Oh wait, you already did. Maybe next time you can stay alive. Legends sometimes die.
Fuck's sake.
My internet stopped cutting out for the song, then started cutting out again after it.
The song was inspiration for you.
Okay.
Donovich's turn. He's going to step 5 feet forward. Oh, and by the way, the shack that's on the map. Oh, yeah. What shack? Please
that was a
excuse the
shack.
damn lighting lines. Please excuse the damn lighting line. The shack got flattened earlier. Adonovich steps. How far away is Zesi? Who can play this game? Donovich's going to step to here, and he's going to throw a fireball. That misses the whites. That hits.
Oh,
4 of you.
Jesus.
Wait, did you say the shack's not there anymore?
Yeah,
Oh.
I forgot to destroy it. My apologies.
That's now affecting my dynamic lighting.
I will
Nice.
clear the dynamic lighting. Donovich is going to go ahead and throw a fireball and says, "Oh, who can play that game, little tiefling?"
Counterspell it!
Can B counterspell? Does B no counterspell?
B does not.
Damn it!
But if
Can Bryseis, Zesi, Brammyr, Sun, Cloudy, can you all please make me dexterity saving throws?
Yep.
Sure, and I'm gonna do
Find that
hellish.
one.
Fuck, I just lost my d6s onto the floor.
Shit. Yay!
He said dexterity.
Yes, please.
Mine's a 42, see? 42. 42.
Hey, you got
I'm
four,
gonna
you got 420 if you include the 0 next to the dex save.
doing hellish rebuke, by the way.
Can you hellish rebuke off just damage?
I
It's
believe
when
so.
you
It's
take
whatever
damage.
hurts you.
Pretty sure it's as a reaction when you take damage.
Yep.
A creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish
Yeah.
flames.
Okay. Then yeah.
Its range is 60 foot, though.
What am I? Shit.
Okay.
No, you're 50, you're
Fortunately,
fine.
Yeah, I moved.
Fortunately, Zesi and B, you're resistant to fire, as you two
Yup.
both failed. So everyone is going to take that's a shit roll. 5,
Good.
10, 20, 4, 7, 31 points of fire damage, exactly the same as Bryseis. So everyone takes 15.
Oh, good. Because I'm at 32 HP right now. So that would have been a bit scary. This is
20 point-
fine.
There you go.
Good old Donna Kebab over there has to make a save.
Wait. Who?
Donovich for
Donovich.
the hellish rebuke.
Oh, right. Dexterity saving throw or take an amount of fire damage. Yeah, that's a pass. Just 6 on the dice plus 9. So he takes. Oh no, 10 points of fire damage. Whatever will he do?
It's something.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Cloudy, having just been fireballed to the face.
Ow. Well, Cloudy's gonna move here, and he's gonna bite this white.
Okay.
No, that's his initiative. That's his bite. That's
Hits.
gonna miss. Hits. Okay.
Advantage.
He doesn't. Oh,
Yes, he does.
You're right. He does.
He's next to you.
Yes, he does.
Let's make
And
this strength saving
strength.
throw. Not prone.
Ooh, you go, Cloudy.
And takes some piercing damage.
Yeah.
End of Cloudy's turn. Donovich is going to take a legendary action to move. 25. 30.
Oh, hello.
Vampire Spawn's turn. They're going to... Well, the one by you is going to stay there, Glom. This is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hi, Sam. So, Glom, the spawn up by you is going to claw you. That's going to hit for a grand total of, after your resistance, 4 points of slashing damage. Then it's going to use its second attack to try and bite you, which also hits for 8 points of piercing, reduced to 4 as you're raging, and an additional 9 points of necrotic damage, which also reduces your hit point maximum by 9. And the taste of your blood also seems to have healed this vampire spawn. The spawn over by you, son, is going to do the same thing. Claw attack. AC.
16.
Hits. 13 plus 6, that's a 19 total. For a grand total of 9 points of slashing damage. And is going to follow up with a bite attack, which misses.
Thank goodness.
Ezmeralda.
Okay, if I use lightning bolt, can I hit everybody? It's a 5 feet wide thingy. Or do we need to move to get everybody?
I would say you would need to step to the right, which would provoke an opportunity attack from the white to
I'll
get
take it.
these 4. Okay. The white is going to try and life drain its opportunity attack, which she's going to hit you.
Okay.
And because it's not on its stats page, that is 1d6 plus 2. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please? You take 3 points of necrotic damage. I rolled a 1 on the d6.
Not the 3 points. Con save. Do I have something? Nope.
That's you pass.
Okay. So then, what did I say? Lightning bolt.
Yep. And now, oof. Dexterity
Jesus
saving
Christ.
throw.
21223334.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay,
It's
the white.
me we're talking about.
Top one, second one. Plus 2. Top white fails, bottom white passes. Okay, top white fails, middle white passes, final white fails. So,
Isn't the middle one the one with the prone?
good point. Yeah, he also fails. I said you have to step to right to get the 4 of these guys.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
give
I thought
Donovich
I
a
would
save
get
just
the-
in case, but
That's fine.
that one's
Doesn't matter.
okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay. End of your turn, right before Zesi's turn. Donovich is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to spend his remaining 2 legendary actions to try and bite you, Ezmeralda. Is going to hit for
Cutting words, cutting words, cutting words.
okay.
Donovich, here we are again. And yet you still keep coming back and you still can't kill us. And I believe last time we turned you into a mist.
Roll
It
your
didn't
d8.
help really good with the girls in the castle, did it? You can't really screw air.
Roll your d8. Nope.
Okay.
10 points of piercing damage
Mm-hmm.
plus 9 points of necrotic damage, which also reduces your hit point maximum by 9
Okay.
and heals him by 9.
No, it doesn't. I chill touched him. It's not my turn yet. You did it before my turn.
Point. I'll take that health back off him.
Yeah.
I thought it lasts until the end of his turn.
No,
Do I
start of
still
my
get-
turn.
Yes, I do.
So, did you take the damage off Ezmeralda?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Zesi.
I'm so gonna regret this, but Die, everybody, die. You can
Are you
have
shattering?
one of these.
Yay.
Oh, it's going to be stupid and not work off the spell page, isn't it? Hang on, let me do it off the other page.
Now I need to check if Donovich has used his reaction. I don't think he has.
Shadow.
It was just his turn. Oh no, it was not just his turn.
He is going to go ahead and counterspell you.
Sure. If that's what he wants to waste it on.
Yeah.
Cool, that's my turn.
His allies aren't doing too hot. Son.
I'm gonna stab the one that is prone
Okay.
because advantage. That's a 13 plus 8 to hit. It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
For 18 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the fuck back
Okay.
because ow,
The white's turn's going to come 5.
I'm on
10.
8 HP.
That one's going to come around to there. Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks with that movement.
No.
This one's just going to step to here
Cloudy.
again. Donovich seems to be commanding them. He tells the
Hey.
white that's up by you, Ezmeralda, to go round and
Strahd
go for the
likes
bear.
Cloudy. I scream at Donovich.
Don't kill the wolf. The white kind of looks at him like, what? Looks back to Cloudy.
Stabs it anyway.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
forgot again that Cloudy would get to use his reaction to make an attack when I make an attack. Oh well.
Cloudy's AC
15.
misses with both attacks. The white over by you, Brammyr, which is told to go round Ezmeralda and come to you, is going to make a longsword attack at you. 15 misses. Yes?
Sorry.
15.
Misses.
Life Drain fell off the table. Life Drain, 15 again.
Misses. Whew.
Proceeds to do pick all on its turn. Glom.
Just a second, looking at the chessboard.
How are these things looking around me, by the way?
The spawn still looks pretty healthy. The white that failed to kill Cloudy looks worse for wear. The white that's up by you looks even worse than that one.
And Donovich?
We barely scratched
Okay.
him so far.
Yeah.
Alright, screw it. Not even moving, just trying to kill this thing.
Okay. Was that reckless?
No.
Okay. First one hits.
Still a
Okay.
heavy junk.
Okay, that's a painful amount of slashing damage. You bring your axe round and carve another hole into the vampire spawn.
Stop living!
Brammyr.
I'm gonna transform yet.
No, you haven't. Umbra?
Just goddamn typical.
Are you just attacking the white?
Yeah, the one above me.
Yep, that hits. And it's dusted.
Literally.
And my second attack. I'm going to move to here, squeeze through.
Fuck.
I'm sure he can take a bit of lightning.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. I
Also
wanted to
hits.
make him invisible.
Sorry.
Hits.
Bear with.
Dusted.
For an extra 3 damage.
It was dusted after the bludgeoning and the fire.
Alright. God damn, I really wish I could turn into a lichen form in bonus action, but I can't. No, that's
How unfortunate. Bryseis.
Healing word on Sun.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Be alive. No, be alive. Don't worry. Be alive now. Do, do, do.
Thank you.
There you go.
Anything else in your turn, Ray?
I can't do a cantrip as a bonus, can I?
Do you have
Healing word is a
Healing word
bonus,
is a
so you
bonus.
can do a cantrip as your action.
Woo!
Or you
Can
have
I do-
or you have a shiny sword.
Yeah, but I can't use my shiny sword yet. I can use silk sword.
you're attuned to Mythcarver.
I thought it took more than that. Okay, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna try out this new pretty sword. I'm gonna stab the vampire spawn.
Okay, you you move up.
Okay, here's the fun thing. How do I roll damage on it? Because I didn't put it on my sheet. Yeah, because I wasn't attuned to it.
The point of the short rest was so that you could attune to it. A rapier is a D8.
Is Mythcarver a +1?
Yes. Mythcarver explicit is +1 to attacking damage rolls. Pyramol entertainingly is not. Bryseis, what's your dexterity mod? And you also have to attack first. You don't just auto hit.
Damn it. Only that easy.
+2, so okay.
Yeah. So you just want me to try to hit with the short sword?
Yeah. I'll use the short sword as your attack roll. Misses,
+1.
unfortunately.
If it helps.
It doesn't. Misses. You bring the rapier up, and you're still kind of unfamiliar with it. You're still getting used to it, and it just goes past the sort of the torso of the vampire spawn, pokes a hole in the tunic. But that's about it.
Okay.
Close, but no cigar. Dornovich's turn. Looks straight at you, Ezmeralda, and says, "Oh, the Count left very specific instructions for you." You see all of the wounds that have previously been done to him closing up. He's going to just try and straight up punch you in the face. Misses.
Why doesn't anybody like me?
And then he's going to try and bite you. Which hits.
Yeah.
At least he can't heal from it.
True. For...
Yeah, how did he heal?
It had been past Zesi's turn.
Yeah. Zesi didn't kill touch last turn.
I'm only saying he can't heal anymore because he's full HP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And one of those is cocked. That's another 7 points of necrotic. Also reduces your hit point maximum by 7.
Okay. Noting the max on a separate sheet. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Cloudy.
Cloud is gonna bite the vampire spawn.
Okay.
Which is at
You need to make
advantage.
a strength saving throw, which it fails. And it also takes an amount of piercing damage.
Yeah. Cloudy can't kill them all, guys.
Vampire Spawn is going to use half its movement to stand right the fuck back up. And
I tried.
what would it do? What would it do?
Run away like a coward.
Kind of looks over its shoulder to Donich for instructions. Kill
too
the
young to
weak.
die.
It's going to go for you, Bryseis. 17 hit you? Yeah, 17 hits.
Yeah.
For 8 points of slashing damage. He's going to follow up with a bite attack, which is going to hit you.
Cutting words it.
You cannot. That's a 23 total. Your AC appears to be 12.
Okay.
Just
Why
telling
is
you
your
now.
AC 12?
That's what sheet says. Let me check. Yep, AC 12.
My AC is only 11.
Price, guys.
I think
You
it should be
wonder why
13
I'm
leather
not-
armor plus dex.
By the way,
Yeah, leather
when you
armor.
get-
Leather
Is
armor
11.
gives you 11 plus dex. What is Bryseis'
To-
dex?
13. That's still a 23 to hit.
Yeah, but her AC should be 13.
Her sheet says 12. What's up, Bri? Hellish Rebuke. How many times do you Hellish Rebuke per day?
I think you can only do it once.
Yep.
Damn, never mind.
You can only
Yep.
do it once.
For a total of 6 points of necrotic, which reduces your hit point maximum by 6, and 7 points of piercing.
I'm down.
Oh,
Ezmeralda.
okay. If they have something against me, I'm gonna turn invisible.
Oh! You are invisible.
Yes, I am.
And it doesn't drop when you attack.
No, it doesn't. But as it is an action, that's my turn.
You can
We can
move.
move away.
Yeah, but I cannot attack then. I'll stay where I am.
Position.
I will reposition there, just in case.
Okay. End of your turn. Donovich, seeing you disappear, like, where the fuck did you go? He's going to take a legendary action to move without provoking opportunity attacks. Fine then. I'll just kill the cat boyfriend. Zesi.
Run up to B. And
Well, Bryseis is now stable. So it doesn't need to make death saves. End of your turn. Donovich is going to use his remaining 2 legendary actions to bite Brammyr, which is going to hit. For... That's the vampire spawn sheet I'm looking at for the damage. Where's Donovich's? For a total of 10 points of piercing
Damn.
and an additional 13 points of necrotic, which reduces your HP maximum by a further 13.
Ugh.
And you hadn't bared yet, had you?
Nope. 13, did you say?
Yes.
Ugh. Ew.
I think, yeah, they're dead.
I don't like that.
What does that take you to? And Sun, you're up.
Yeah. Bonus action, I'm gonna try and insightful fighting.
Hi, Umbra.
Hi,
There we
Umbra.
go.
I'm
Does
gonna
that take
try.
to 16 or 3?
16. I'd already done it.
And sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Bonus action, insightful fighting on Donovich.
Okay.
Which, even with a disadvantage, is a 14 plus 6, 20.
Yeah, no, you beat him.
Yes. And I'm gonna attack him with a +1 arrow.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool. So I do get my sneak attack, which I would have gotten anyway, but at least that way I'm sure. Oh, that's not very good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13 plus
I love how, because
5,
of how far I'm zoomed out on my DM screen, it
18.
looks like 18 points of ow.
Yep.
On my screen, by the way, it looks like Bryseis is frowning because of how far I've zoomed out, and it's not quite loaded her expression properly. Glom. Hits, misses. Okay. If you're trying to talk, you're muted.
Just focusing on the attack.
Okay. Brammyr.
You are getting to be a real pain in my ass. I am going to Blood Curse of the Marked when my sheet loads.
What does it do?
Doubles all of my right damage.
Okay.
And because I apparently don't have time to be able to transform, I'm just going to smack him twice.
Okay.
You're
going to miss him.
I'm going to use B's inspiration.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Rerolling one of those.
Nope.
I don't know if it has to take the higher one or the other one.
I'm going to assume it takes the higher.
Right, so that's normal damage there, and 9 cold.
Okay.
With the second hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Where's Glom when you need him to give me advantage?
Too far away.
I'm
Bryseis
busy.
is stable but is unconscious. Donovich. Oh yeah, I need to. As it
I'll actually
stands,
move
Bryseis
5
will
foot
wake up
there.
in
Actually,
3
no, I won't.
hours. Donovich's turn. Oh, I'm a pain in your side. You see, as some of the wounds you just inflicted close up. How about I be a pain in your neck then? He's gonna first off just backhand you across the face, unarmed strike. 20 hits.
Nope, it completely misses me. I nimbly dodge out the way like a ninja.
Sure. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to bite you.
Miss.
That's a 25 to hit.
Like I said, it's just my AC is just like 30. Like, I'm just a tank.
Sure. Your name's not Tiamat. For
Roll ones.
8 points of piercing. And 9 points of necrotic.
I am down.
Which also heals him another 9. Cloudy.
Hey, Cloudy's gonna move to here and thus not provoke opportunity attacks. And
Okay.
he's going to try and bite Donovich.
Okay.
Sadly, he does not have advantage.
Not that he needs it.
That's a nat
Damn.
20.
Nice.
Okay,
Good
and
doggo.
needs to make me the strength saving throw, which, as a vampire, he is so good at. Passes.
Had to try.
11 plus 4. Sorry.
Had to try.
Vampire spawn.
Didn't I give him
Don't-
something to do with the strength from my hex?
Checks, not saves.
Okay.
Vampire spawn again gets the instruction: don't kill the dog. One over by. You're going to start with the one over by Glom, which is going to claw at you. Hits for 3 points of slashing damage because raging, and then it's going to bite you or try to. Natural 20 for piercing. 7, 10, 5 points of piercing plus 4d6 necrotic. 6, 9, 10, 13 points of necrotic. Reduces your HP maximum by a further 13. And that one's back to full. How are you doing, Glom? Not good.
I'm still awake.
And I mean, you do have your relentless endurance. Vampire spawn is going to go for.
I forgot to
Ezmeralda's
uncanny
invisible.
dodge. God damn it.
Ezmeralda's invisible. Spawn is going to risk the opportunity attack from Cloudy and step there.
Can I take one too?
Go for it.
Bite. Miss.
Nope.
Well, technically, I have Ezmeralda
ooh.
next to me.
Never mind. It's knocked prone.
So
However, it's going to use half its
so it
movement to stand up.
stays- Okay.
Ezmeralda, even with the advantage of being invisible,
Yeah.
you miss. Spawn is going to make a claw attack at you, Zesi. Hits. For 9 points of slashing damage.
Mhm.
We'll just wait to see whether you wanted to Hellish Rebuke it or not. Also going to try and bite you. Hits for. Fortunately, it's not a natural 20. The grand total of that dice is off the table. 5 points of piercing damage and 7 points of necrotic, which reduces your hit point maximum by 7.
Sure, I had a rebuke. Why not? What level do these go at? Is it my caster level, or is it just maximum of
It's
2,
2.
isn't it?
2, yeah.
So the saving throw passes for
5 points of. No, 4 points of damage.
4, however, it healed for. Yeah, okay. Ezmeralda.
I'm gonna move there and attack Donovich.
Okay.
So pew. Yay!
So first attack, ow. That's a total of 29 between those two attacks. That hurts.
And
Final
then,
one is 3.
and I am gonna move over there,
Okay.
just so they don't know where I am.
Zesi.
What can I do? Nothing. chill touch. No. Maybe the other page works. What is going on?
Who are you chill touching?
The thing that's next to me.
Spawn. Okay.
Yeah. Why is it not working?
Because roll 20.
I will just roll damage instead. I used it earlier and it was fine.
It's still an attack roll.
Pardon?
It's still an attack roll to hit. Let me see. Chill touch.
I don't know what
The hell happened to your chill touch macro?
I don't know. I haven't touched it. Ooh, is that the damage thing that's like just turned into all brackets? Actual fuck.
Let me.
I'll just drag and drop it from the compendium again.
Yeah. Then I'll delete it from your sheet for you. Fuck,
I didn't touch nothing.
I don't understand what happened.
I've already used it
roll
too.
20 being roll 20.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you. Like, what the fuck, roll 20? There we go.
Got chill touched.
Yeah, that hits. 4. Okay, but it can't heal.
Fuck you, roll 20. Fuck you.
Anything else on your turn?
No, just kill me if we do anything else.
How does that vampire spawn look?
Still pretty healthy.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna move to here and I'm gonna stab.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Then I'm gonna stab with puh. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And I do get snookered up. I still haven't critted with Whisper. I can't.
You critted on me last week.
But not with Whisper.
Oh.
It's 10, 15, 18 damage. 19,
Nice.
19, sorry.
Ooh, nice.
I forget the +1 from magical weapon.
Glom.
Alright, time to roll the dice.
No one has any potions left, right?
Nope.
Don't think so.
Does Ezmeralda have healing word?
Nope.
No, she doesn't.
That was Arena.
Yeah.
The spawn is going to take its opportunity attack at you, Glom.
Yep.
Hits for 3 points of slashing damage. Wow, you're still at 1.
And that's how I win.
Ooh, what?
Umbra, did Ezmeralda use her potion before?
No, she hasn't ever used it.
Can you
Yeah,
confirm?
both of those
Ballor?
hits. I don't recall her using it.
Perfect.
Okay, so that would be
This thing needs to die now!
I made sure that I kept track of her equipment, so her equipment is correct when I was playing her.
Okay.
Brammyr, can you make me a death saving throw, please?
If there was ever a natural 20, please let it be now. Boom.
Fail. Bryseis is unconscious but stable. Donovich. You know
Go on,
what?
execute me. It's gonna happen. As much
He's
as none
going
of them
to. He's going to make an unarmed strike at Cloudy as his first attack. Misses. Wait, no, his close AC is 15, right?
15, yeah.
Just hits. For a total of 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, he would. He absolutely would. Brammyr, he's going to go ahead and execute you. He brings up his fist, punches straight through your chest. Cloudy.
Cloudy's gonna bite him. Actually, well, yeah, Cloudy technically does have advantage thanks to Ezmeralda. Not that he needs it.
Yep. Needs to make the strength saving throw, which he is going to use a legendary resistance to pass.
That's one.
Anything else on Cloudy's turn?
No.
Okay. Vampire spawn. Knock them out. We'll see if we have to kill them. I'll start with the one that's up by you, which did get chill touch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thinking that it's just going to knock Glom out, makes a claw attack at you, Glom, which is going to hit Relentless Endurance, whatever. The damage doesn't matter. It's going to go for a bite attack on you, son, because it thinks that it just knocked Glom out. Hits for a total of...
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, reduces the total from the attack, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 points of piercing. So 4 plus 7 necrotic.
Is that already reduced?
No.
Okay,
So,
minus
2 piercing.
2.something. And you
3
said
points of-
seven necrotics, so minus 3, and my HP total is also reduced by 3.
Yep.
So it's down to 44 now because it was already reduced.
The other vampire spawn is going to come over, but because Glom is faster than it doesn't know that Ezmeralda is there. Speaking of,
Okay.
the vampire spawn that's in the middle of all of you is not looking particularly healthy. The one right next to you is looking full health.
Okay, I'm gonna take the
Murder
one
the one
in
in
the
the middle.
middle. Yeah.
And she's at advantage because I'm raging.
You're not with him. Yes. Yep.
Anyone in melee with that thing.
She gets advantage anyway for being invisible.
Yes, I do have advantage.
First hits, third hits. Second one misses, unfortunately. Still a total of
11.
8 points of damage. Silvered short sword has no extra effect against a vampire.
Yeah.
Zesi.
Is
Oh,
that thing
2
still
HP.
alive?
Yes.
Great. Chill touch it again.
That's gonna miss.
Then I am my turn.
Sun.
First attack on the vampire spawn. That is a natural 19.
Yep.
So it's gonna hit. How rough does it look?
Very.
Okay, I'm
but
not
not enough to kill without sneak attack.
Damn it.
It's at 14 out of 82.
Yeah, the 14 is literally the max damage I can do. So I'm gonna sneak attack it. It's 4. That's enough to kill it. That's enough
Okay.
damage to kill it. I'm like 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plus 5, yeah.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I still have a bonus action. I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna stab with Whisper. Whisper!
Stabbing Donovich.
Yes. I
Okay.
know, but he just killed Brammyr.
True.
Now?
Nat 20?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the DC is rather low.
Yeah, passes the wisdom save.
Yeah, and that's 6 damage.
Still magical damage.
Yep.
Oh, did I upset you? Glom.
Guess who's still up?
Yeah, both of those hit. Ow.
Oh.
This one needs to die now.
Brammyr is dead. Bryseis is stable but unconscious. Donovich.
Is probably gonna kill Sun.
You know what? I think
That's
we're
what we
pretty
would
much done here. He is going to try and knock you out, however. 7 plus 9, 16 hits.
Yes, barely.
That's 11 points of
Uncanny
bludgeoning
dodge?
damage.
Oh,
Okay.
I uncanny dodged already from the... No, I uncanny... Yeah, I uncanny dodged from the vampire spawn, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, so I...
Wait, wasn't that before your
Oh,
turn
no,
then?
that was the turn before, so I can uncanny dodge that.
Okay, so that's 11 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, I'm still down.
Uh.
I had 10.
Uh,
Oh, no, that was before reduction?
yes.
Oh, okay. So minus 5.
Oh, you had to make it difficult for me. Fine. I wonder what your blood tastes like. I don't think he's bitten you yet. He's not going to find out, however. That misses. Cloudy.
Cloud is not happy.
Here, puppy, come kill this one.
Yeah, that hits. Donovich passes 13 on the dice.
Yep.
4. Okay. Vampire Spawn is going to attack you, Glom. Hits, you're unconscious. Doesn't matter what it rolls, you're on 1 HP and you're relentless.
Exactly.
Yep. Then I'm going to move over to you, Zesi. Ezmeralda, you do get an opportunity attack. They still haven't. They either don't know or don't care where you are.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Misses. Zesi, it's just going to claw at you as well. Hits, you're unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the other one ran off to. But we're leaving after this. He's going to take a legendary action to punch you again, son.
Why? Strahd's orders was to kill.
That was Strahd's orders. Donovich is Donovich. Donovich is an independent vampire, not a
You
spawn.
don't need no Strahd.
Does he
Hey.
punch me?
Yes, he does.
You mean no like D-bag.
He does more than 5 damage.
Yes, he does. That was an 8 on the D8. Ezmeralda.
I'm still up.
Go kill that one.
Yeah, why not?
Wrong one.
Who are you attacking?
Donovich.
Damn it.
He's there.
13 misses, 24 hits, 19 hits.
No, the first one isn't. That was the opportunity attack before.
Oh,
So
right,
it's
okay.
24, 14, 19.
24, 14 still misses.
Yeah.
Total of 9 points of piercing. Zesi, can you make me a death saving throw, please? That's a pass. End of your turn, Donovich's going to take a legendary action to move without provoking opportunity attacks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sun, death save, please.
Oh, the other one isn't leaving.
It can't take legendary actions.
11.
Pass. Glom, death save, please. Pass.
I can't die.
Boom, boom. Donovich turns into a bat and is going to start leaving. Cloudy?
Cloudy is going to move to here and bite.
Okay.
And miss
No,
because
it's not.
everyone else is down, and even with advantage, you would not.
Following its master's instructions, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Attack of opportunity.
And from Ezmeralda.
That one hits.
I cannot roll!
Passes the saving throw, still takes 6 points of damage. Ezmeralda.
He's gonna... Still alive. Sun, okay. He's gonna feed her potion to Sun. What's a greater?
44 plus 4.
Okay. Up with 14.
Yeah.
Zesi. Death save, please. Pass.
Yeah,
Sun, anything on your turn?
Stupid.
You just got fed magical red liquid that healed you from thin air.
How does that look?
The spawn, still pretty healthy.
Yeah, but Sun is pretty angry.
Most of your companions are still bleeding out on the floor around you.
I know. I'm gonna.
And you don't see Donovich.
I remember seeing Zesi fall the first, so I'm gonna try and make a medicine check on him.
Okay.
I think I have a +0 on. Yes. That's a natural 19.
Zesi, you're stable. Glom, can you make me a death save, please?
Yes, I can.
Passes. Dead. Stable. Left. Cloudy.
I need to do a medicine check.
I mean, I don't think that Cloudy can make a medicine check.
Is he proficient in medicine?
No, I did not give him
Then no.
proficiency in medicine, because I thought that would make no sense.
He's a Saint Bernard if he's got proficiency in medicine.
What does Cloudy do?
He's gonna move here and lick Brammyr's face.
Spawn just continues leaving. Ezmeralda?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stabilize Glom.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Yep, stable.
That you can roll.
Okay. With Brammyr dead and Bryseis waking up in 3 hours, Zesi waking up in 4, and Glom waking up in 3. That's what we're going to call our break.
You just want to destroy poor Brammyr, right?
How many deaths is that for Brammyr?
This is his second.
It is his second.
Which is another indefinite madness. Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get cake.
And chocolate.
This is assuming I
it
end
is
up coming
chocolate
back.
cake.
Okay. Let's say meet back at 10:02. It's a good thing the abbot can raise dead once a day. That's all I'm going to say.
Do we have the money for this?
Do we need any money for this?
You're going to have to wait and find out.
Alrighty, okay.
None of you guys are watching the stream.
With my internet?
True. I'm just trying to think. I'll talk to you in the Dark Powers, Umbra.
Okay.
So that I don't have to tab out of... so I don't have to break up the VOD later.
I promise I won't pick.
Oh, you're dead as well, so you would actually see this.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well then.
There hasn't been more than one person dead simultaneously.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
isn't long.
you can actually see each other while you're dead.
Yeah. We've been talking.
Yeah. Internal screaming intensifies.
I'm so not coming back this session again.
Sage, you hear these voices ringing out.
Okay.
Yes, it is, Umbra.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Why take it out on us? We had done nothing.
And I need to also
Since
add...
when have Strahd been rational about such things? He blames you for distracting him.
He needs to get a grip. I'd say if it take them several hours to get back up, Sun would have probably suggested dragging everyone's body by the statue of Lathander in the ruins of the shack.
guards will come down. Understandably, they wanted to stay away from that fight, considering that fireballs are being thrown around.
Mm.
But guards will come down in a little bit. Umbra, I just rolled your madness.
Great. No one is going to know. No one is going to ever figure it out.
That obvious? Is it that you can't take anything seriously?
Yep.
Damn it.
No one is ever going to realise, but
No.
Greater Restoration will clear all of it.
It's...
Why? But we only have one use of it.
True.
If I come back.
There's also the second question.
I see it.
Hey,
At
are
any
you gonna
stage, you hear all of this information.
piss them off again with a stupid question?
I'm coming to my third question. Does it ever get lonely in here? Probably not with how many times we pass through here.
Probably not. Not at the moment.
Is that your actual third question?
No, it's not.
If we come back to life, we have disadvantage on thingy, don't we?
Disadvantage on what?
Oh, I don't know.
Raise Dead has a different penalty.
Okay.
Thank God it doesn't stack, or I'd be on -6.
Let's raise that.
So -4 on all ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls. Cannot be restored in any way aside from a long rest, and even then it only removes it down by -1.
Okay, so 4 days.
Yeah.
Those of you who are still alive, let me know when you're back.
I am back.
I'm back.
Okay.
I am dead. And gonna stay that way.
Rowley's back. Do we have Zesi and Glom?
Yeah.
Glom's here.
Okay. Then we'll pick up where we left off in the aftermath of the battle with the vampire spawn slowly trudging its way away. Well, yeah, it's going to be about 5 minutes until anyone else turns up. They're all kind of hiding from the magic that got around.
Sun's gonna make sure that. Well, I'm gonna guess Ezmeralda's invisibility drops. Gonna try and make sure
Yes.
that everyone is fine, and then probably just sit down by Brammyr's body.
I'll sit down where I am.
I'll sit.
Howdy.
Never mind.
Cloudy comes over to you and starts gently licking your face.
I'll just hug him close, tight. All of the typing. I am
Yes.
so curious.
Bring one of us back and you'll find out. Maybe.
depends on what stage his madness is.
Or mine.
Mostly,
Oh.
Sun is just gonna sit there and cry. Again.
Oh. Oh, I feel bad.
Ezmeralda is gonna
You should!
just...
Ezmeralda's gonna what? Can't
sorry.
play two characters at once.
Yeah, I cannot play 2 characters at once. That's why I'm a really bad DM. Just pass on some water and sit there and wait in silence.
About 5 minutes go by, and I'm just going to swap you back to the Krezk map because I can't be bothered to deal with guard tokens. About 4 guards come running down and say, "We're sorry we didn't get here sooner. We didn't think that we'd be able to help against that. What assistance are you in need of?"
I just look up and shake my head.
Who do you want us to run and get?
Can you just get us to a protected place? Safe place? Or find the abbot?
How advisable going to the Abbey would be in your current state?
It's
Give us a couple of
don't,
minutes.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
Two
never
of the 4 guards run off. Both of them heading the same way. Both of them head this way. One's going to go get the burgomaster. The other's going to go running up to the Abbey, and you see him a few minutes later running, round this way. And shortly after, let's check what the Abbey can actually do.
Speaking of which, with that comment, I need to actually pick up my own note.
Yeah, I have a video or something.
Okay.
I've got
Few-
some
A few minutes later, you see a figure returning behind the guard that came down from the that went up to the Abbey, and he actually appears to be flying as he comes down towards you. And let me drag his token onto the map. The abbot has come to join you. First comes across to Bryseis. Without saying anything, touches her on the forehead. Bryseis, you immediately regain 20 HP.
Alright.
Comes across to Glom. 20 HP. Zesi, 20 HP.
Can I make any kind of check to try and know anything about this guy?
Make a religion check.
Don't know, I already think the abbot's a dick. Kills B, walks away from me that's laying next to her to Glom, then back to me.
Let me recheck where everyone was. Sorry. It would have been... Actually, look at where you guys were. Yeah, it would have been Zesi B. Glom. My apologies.
Nope. Abbot's a dick. Abbot is a dick.
Is that with disadvantage, son?
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Disadvantage is 14.
I mean, you've seen a diva recently.
That
Maybe-
looks similar?
The abbot, apart from the fact that he's flying, has he looks like a handsome, strikingly handsome 30-year-old man. But he's flying, and the only creatures you've seen fly recently are a diva
And you know Strahd, but yeah.
and Strahd, but he transforms into a bat to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Why is he flying?
He's just fly. Oh, does he have wings?
He has wings.
Oh, well, you could lead
Sorry.
with that.
Sorry. DM fault. Yeah, he's flying with wings.
It's Leonardo da Vinci.
And when he speaks, doesn't have the same echoing power behind the voice the other diva you may add. I heard what happened and came as quick as I could.
Bryseis is rubbing her head and kind of looks up. Oh, I didn't expect I would end up here. Where is the hookers and blackjack? Wait, forget the freaking blackjack. Just give me the hookers. What?
You're not dead. My healing touch brought you back.
Good, because we have other dead people.
I'm sorry about your companion here. Do you have anywhere safe to perform a ritual, though there will be a price to it?
Wait. We have two. She's like rolls over because she's still laying down and like puts out the bag of holding. We have a dead cleric and a dead dwarf.
I can do one tonight, one in the morning.
Well, I would suggest the cleric, considering she's been dead for a little while. And she kind of smells, and if she stinks up my dolls, I'm gonna be pissed.
Does Sun say anything to that?
No, she says nothing.
All right, yeah, and we have money, or we'll have what price? Just what do we gotta do?
Do you have somewhere safe to perform the ritual that's not exposed and in the open?
Yeah, I can do that. Can you give me like 2 seconds, and I will have the best place in the world for you to do this. He can go in her mansion, right?
You decide who can go into your mansion every time you pass it.
Oh,
Like
cool.
a good consenting individual.
There we go. All right. Well, Bryseis kind of gets up, stretching a little bit, and she's going to do a magical mansion in probably the same area that the Destroyed Shack was in.
Okay. Yeah, you throw up the doorway to the mansion, and I guess everyone except Brammyr, you're going to end up walking inside?
I'm just going to get up, be like, surprise guys, it was just a prank.
Glom?
Glom can carry him in. Glom's going to carry him in. You're going to clear him in, green guy.
Glom, please.
Glom carries him in. Glom, carry him in.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah. So it's inside.
Okay, I changed the look of the mansion a little bit for this.
Oh dear.
All right. As you step in, it is no longer a foyer area that looks like it did before. The servants are actually dressed now in tuxedo-looking attire, very formal. And it almost resembles, like, kind of what you would say a funeral parlor. It's got, like, flowers everywhere and candles, and you hear some form of, like, gothic or kind of throat chanting going on through the walls. Then the area that used to be the library, there is, like, a altar, but it's made of cushions and little figurines that kind of look like Bryseis praying or on her knees, which let's not go there. Then there is kind of a space for everybody to kind of sit with pillows all along the sides. And there are images all up over the walls of Sage, and on one side and on the other side, there's the Brammyr, and they all look like chibi cute dolls. There we go.
It was great until you made them chibi.
You say you want your cleric back first, not the one that just fell.
Well, yeah, again, remember, smell, dolls. Let's go.
I can see that whisper too, man.
I know.
And probably.
Okay.
That's a
So,
question. That's an order.
so is there like a table that you lay a body out on?
Well, yeah, there's an altar sitting in the
Okay.
middle that's made out of cushions, yeah.
Okay. Then,
I'm gonna ask Glom to bring Brammyr up to Brammyr's room first.
Alright. He's gonna bring them up. His room now has a little dwarf-sized coffin in it, so Glom can lay him in there. It's got on the coffin there has been engraved a bear, and there is a image of sun on the lid of the coffin, so that way whenever he's in it, he can look up and see her all the time, even though he's dead. There's
Miya,
also music playing in there.
Yes.
DM to DM. Abilities that are one a day, would you say they refresh at midnight or at dawn?
At dawn.
Okay. I'm going to have to wait for the dawn before I can do this again. Have you been present at a resurrection before?
Yep.
Then you know that I need 3 of you to contribute and try and bring her back. The library has been replaced by this resurrection room.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna side-eye the coffin, try and find some pillows or furs or something to put Brammyr down, not in the coffin, because that's
No, Glom took him up to his
creepy.
room, so she would see it.
I walked up with him.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's no more bed in there. It's just the coffin.
Then I'm gonna put him in my room. I don't care.
Alright, Glom kind of.
I'll sleep on in my bedroll if I have to. I'm not putting
You can
Brammyr
put-
in a coffin.
You can put him on Cloudy's bed.
Nope.
Alright,
Asking
Glom
Glom to put him on asking Glom to put Brammyr down on my bed, and telling Cloudy to stay with him, and heading back downstairs to see if I can help with the resurrection ritual.
So, you need to pick your 3 that will contribute to the ritual. It needs to be good. My connection to the server has been interrupted.
Mine hasn't.
I mean, not that I need a connection to the server for
Mako?
Paolo.
Okay.
Hey.
You kind of
That's
cut
true,
in
yeah.
the middle, so.
I mean, Bryseis doesn't mind doing it because she knows she can perform her ass off.
Zesi's bad at these things. He will not be present.
I am tired, but I can try.
So
And the 3rd.
I'll have Glom be there. I'll tell Glom to be there.
I think it's gonna be Glom or Ezmeralda.
Yeah, Glom or Ezmeralda, who wants to? Hey, Manon, you want to get yourself back up?
Yeah, I vote Ezmeralda.
Yeah, Ezmeralda. Yep.
No.
You can only blame
I cannot
yourself
play
for
2
your
characters
roles.
once, and I'm not gonna roll for anything concerning that.
Well, fine. I'll make sure. Glom will do it. Glom will do it. 1 second.
Before I do this, You must accept my price.
What is it?
Divine retribution will be wreaked upon Krezk if you fail.
Can you be a bit more specific?
What? I mean, I can't do
You're
that because I'm
dead.
dead, but what?
Can you be a bit more specific, please?
Yep, just 1 second. I'm trying to find the best phrasing of the information because on his character sheet it's fucking awful, to be honest. Borrowed. Okay.
Alright, Glom's coming.
None of my guests at the Abbey are going to be capable of finding me a bridal gown.
What?
It has come to my belief that what Strahd needs is a bride. I have one for him, but I don't have a bridal gown.
Wait. We're not sacking anybody besides Strahd. What the hell?
Can I insight check him for sanity?
Go for it. With disadvantage.
I know. Well, that's a 13 and a 15, so that's 19 total.
Okay.
He seems to be really eager to get a bridal gown.
He
Seems to be telling the
he
truth.
actually isn't telling the truth. He wants the gown for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, crossdresser.
You have received a whisper.
I see that. Hey, Bryseis, you're good at sewing?
I mean, I fix my dolls all the time. I guess I could figure out to make a dress to fit an actual person.
Bryseis,
Yes.
can you roll me a... I'm going to say just intelligence check. Just straight check. With the mention of it, you remember that it was said that the Baroness in Vallaki had owned a beautiful white bridal gown?
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god. Alright, when do you need it by?
As soon as possible, but within a month at the absolute limit. And if I'm doing 2 reservations, you need to start on it immediately. Well,
Yep.
once your companions are back.
We gotta
Okay.
have druids to kill immediately, but I
Shoot,
suppose that's gonna be... The druids will have to wait.
Yep. Apparently we have to go get a dress. And let's hope that is for our bride and not for you. Okay. You got it. You will have a pretty bridal dress.
Okay then. Have you chosen your 3 for the ritual?
Yep. Me, cat, green guy.
Hey.
I'm sure if you want Ezmeralda, Umbra can take her.
No.
It's okay. We got green guy, cat, and
You
red.
pick your
thing.
3. Okay. Then Sage is laid out on the altar, and without needing a material component, the abbot begins casting Raise Dead.
Okay.
About 15 minutes go by into the ritual. You've seen this ritual before, you've heard the words. About 15 minutes go by, opens his eyes, looks at you, Glom. How do you want to contribute to this ritual?
And how do I contribute? Because I've never been here for one of these rituals.
It can be anything of your choice. 3 people in the party can do pretty much anything to either, like, for example, persuade the person to come back, pray to their god, make a performance, that kind of thing. Just something your character would do that might persuade Sage to come back. Could be anything.
Got it. Takes out his great axe, steps up, cuts his finger, and gives her a drop of his blood for his strength.
Okay. Give me a second to figure out what skill that would be.
Strength or constitution, whichever.
It's a skill.
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, you can make it
Sorry.
a straight ability check if you want.
Could. Glom, can you please make me... And Umbra and Mana will both see this DC. An athletics check, please. Noted. Nods, closes his eyes, focuses on continuing the ritual. The half-hour mark. Opens his eyes, looks at you, Bryseis.
She takes a big breath. She looks out at Sage. Scratches her head a little bit. Okay, religious check. I know something for this. Okay, alright. Death surrounds, your heartbeat slowing down. Don't take this world's abuse. Don't give up or refuse. This is how it feels when you're bent and broken. This is how it feels when your dignity is stolen. When everything you love is leaving, hold on to what you believe in. The last thing you heard was an asshole in your ear. And then heard you flatline. Not gonna die tonight. You're gonna stand and fight forever. Don't close your eyes. Not gonna die tonight. You're gonna fight for us together. Not gonna die tonight.
Bryseis, can you please make me a performance check? Okay. Closes his eyes, continues on the ritual. Another 20 minutes go by. 25 minutes go by. Opens his eyes one last time, right at the end of the ritual where you've seen the final contribution before. Sun.
Sage's holy symbol that she uses as a focus is what? An amulet? Something on her shield, on her armor?
An amulet.
Yeah, Bryseis has put it in the bag with her.
Sun's gonna put her hand on the holy symbol of Cord. She's gonna close her eyes. I don't pray often, but Sage, you prayed for Brammyr, so it seems only fair that I pray for you. Cord, this is a good warrior. We need her.
Yeah.
Please
Roll
send her
something.
back to us.
Okay. Can you make me a religion check, please, Sam?
Do I still have disadvantage? Because exhaustion.
I'm going to say yes.
Yep. Fair. It is a +2 in my religion. Oh, they both rolled the exact same. That's a 17.
Okay. Couple more minutes go by. He's chanting the final words of the ritual. I'm going to roll it on roll 20 as I did before. As Umbra and Manon have seen, final DC of the check is 9.
All that worrying about snake eyesing her, and it's a natural 19.
Sage, on the altar, your eyes open and you poof away from Brammyr mid-conversation.
Fuck's sake! What? Where is Brammyr?
Jesus, you're
And
welcome.
Sun starts
Damn,
crying
last time I
again.
tried to get you up.
Sun starts crying again.
Oh,
What? Why didn't you raise him?
Cause you've been dead longer. For guts. Ugh. Bryseis is like, ugh.
Okay. So when can we do it?
just after dawn. And the abbot still has his wings out, and you see the same strikingly handsome man, looks about in his mid-30s with wings, though not as angelic as the diva you previously encountered. I won't be able to do that again until dawn.
I'm gonna wax Sun on the head.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna hug her.
I trusted you to talk sense into them and wake him first, raise him. I guess we have to wait.
Ugh. God, you are so ungrateful. And I thought you were actually a nice person. Bryseis is gonna like walk out.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna get up, probably wobble on my legs.
Yep. You stand up.
How long is it till down?
It is about 11 o'clock in the evening. It will be dawn in 7 hours.
Yeah, I'll want a long rest. I need a long rest.
So it's going to be 8 hours. Mansion will have 3 hours left on it.
Yeah. Can I talk to the abbot first for a moment?
Yep.
Bryseis changes had to change the appearance back to normal, and her servants are back in their speedos. But she has stormed off to her room, and that's where she's at and going to sleep.
The abbot was going to ask if he could stay in the mansion.
Yeah, he could stay. She makes him a room that looks like clouds and like up in the sky, and his bed is like really fluffy, and there's also like a place for like the sun god shrine in his room.
Do you mind if I have a word with you?
Sure. I'm assuming you want to step away to somewhere quieter.
It doesn't really matter.
What's on your mind?
Well, this isn't the first time one of us falls. When we come back, sometimes we're not quite how we were before. Some would say we're a little bit mad.
I can't do anything for that. I've
had to-
seen that myself. There's nothing I can do, I'm sorry.
I had to ask.
It's the realization that even if you don't consciously get it, that your soul is trapped here in Barovia.
Have you died?
I wouldn't be standing here if I had.
Can I insight check that?
Go
To
for
see
it.
if he's lying. Hey, that's a nat 20 I can't use, so that's a nat 16 plus 6. 22.
Hey, it's a happy occasion, guys. Sage is back. Yay!
Yay! I am very glad that Sage is back, okay?
You've now got
Okay.
healing again.
Because he is a celestial.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I hope we are as successful tomorrow.
That would be the hope. Hopefully your companion has left me a room to rest up in. His rituals always leave me tired.
She probably has, but sometimes her sense of humor or what is proper is, well, personal. I don't know what she's done for you. I hope you like it. It comes from good intention either way.
You broke up during that.
Basically, I'm saying that whatever Bryseis cooked up for him, it comes from a good intention.
Noted.
Whether it comes across as such or not, she's actually trying to be nice.
Noted. Looks across to... Just nods at you, says... Understood. Looks across at you, Sage. Once the ritual to bring back your companion here is done, will you two spend some time communing with your gods? With me?
Sure. Sure, yeah.
I need to rest. I'll see you an hour after dawn, hour and a half after dawn. That's when I can raise him. I can raise him at dawn, but you all need to rest. And obviously,
Thank you.
Umbra, you can take control of Ezmeralda.
Okay.
Now that her previous occupant has vacated.
Poor Ezmeralda.
Ezmeralda has multiple personality disorder.
Because unfortunately, Brammyr has been dead over a minute, so fire is worthless.
Yeah.
Also, Umbra, your base DC is 11.
Is it?
Base DC for the final resurrection check is 10, increasing by 1 for each previous successful resurrection the character has undergone.
Because I thought the cost of death you've got written down in the pinned messages is 1 indefinite madness, 2 indefinite madness, and
This
short-term
isn't
madness.
your death save DC, this is your resurrection ritual DC.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yes.
Oh, Okay.
The price of death is exclusively your death save DC.
Gotcha.
Resurrection Ritual has a separate DC.
Okay.
I'm
The
gonna
abbot is
thank
going
you.
to. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Can I follow San to her room?
I would assume so. The abbot's going to go and find whatever room there's left out for him.
The room that looks like a cloud.
Oh no, on the door, yeah, he'll see like a big old like welcome to the mansion abbot, and yeah, it's got like cotton ball fluffy stuff like circling his name.
Okay then.
Looks like it's been badly glued onto the door.
No, it's not. It's something
That'd
previous.
be
It looks
hilarious.
phenomenal.
Sun is gonna pull out her bedroll and start preparing it like on the floor.
Are you staying there? Okay.
I had Glom put Brammyr's body on my bed.
Oh, okay.
So in
Sorry.
my room, I'm putting
No.
my bedroll down.
Before you get in,
Yeah.
I'll catch up to you and say he wanted me to pass on a message.
Yes.
Well, he said to tell you if he didn't come back, but I think you should know anyway. He said he's sorry for not keeping his promise.
He's still
Good
an
night.
Bang! Two campaigns in 1 week with the same players in the same kind of situation. God damn!
I missed what got said.
She literally walked up when Brammyr had a message for you. He's sorry that he broke his promise. Good night, and left.
Wow.
What have I done to you, my lord?
Sorry, nothing. It's not intentional. Apparently, that's how I am.
So, is there anything else that happens before people go to bed? Sun goes up on a bedroll. Cloudy climbs in with you.
Yup.
Bryseis is asleep. Zesi is asleep. Glom, I'm assuming, is asleep. Sage.
He's asleep.
Okay. Then you take your long rest and rise about 8 hours later.
Hey, I'm no longer exhausted. So there's that.
Also, Sage is now -3s rather than -4s.
Yeah. But I cannot read my book and it's gonna be hard.
Oh, and I get 2 of my hit dice. No, I get
And yet,
3 hit
It's my
dice. now.
other character sheet.
you rise 8 hours later and find the abbot already awake.
Probably not gonna have any. Hey, my hit point maximum is finally back to full because it's been lowered for like 3 or 4 sessions now.
I'm going to delete your Battle Royale character sheets. Because I just ended up whispering the BR character sheet for somebody.
Whoops. Alright. Probably gonna skip breakfast. Jeez, I haven't had the time to think about what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what I was gonna do for Sage for a while now.
But no one expects the Bear Inquisition.
Who's going to contribute to the ritual for Brammyr?
Son.
Sage.
Bryseis, are you here?
I'm here.
Do you create a room for the bear ritual?
Sure. Okay.
Please start it with just bear with me one moment.
We're gonna find out if a bear shits in the woods because we're going foresting. You have a glorious forest all over you. The altar is surrounded by little woodland creatures, and they are all looking at this altar that kind of reminds, of the players here, of a Snow White type of thing. There is a beautiful stone carved out with little dwarf figures and everything. Again, how do the females still look like Bryseis? And so they are all laid out there. There's going to be bear carvings and things on the wall. There's pictures of just Brammyr now and him and son. But they are pictures of that they've never taken. But it's them as if they were like a quaint couple going through the parks, going on a ride in a little bitty rowboat. All of the really disgusting romantic scenes, that you would, notice in like a love play or whatever that have probably played out in Bryseis' head. So they're all covered in like all of that, trying to give him motivation to come back. There's even like one that kind of would be described as a boudoir picture of sun that would be directly above the altar.
Oh my Christ and Lord Heaven above. Why?
And again, beautiful candles all over the place with flowers.
Sunny's gonna very pointedly not look at any of those. Like,
even the one in the top of the ceiling with you, like with your little paw up by your hand, with a little tee look on your face, as you're.
She's very carefully not looking at anything.
The Marilyn Monroe pose.
That's
and
right.
being very glad that you can't see a tabaxi blush.
Wait, what made Sun blush?
It's the
The picture on the ceiling.
Wait, is there a picture of Sun on the ceiling?
Oh yeah, there's a picture of sun on the ceiling doing a boudoir pose.
Yeah, like the typical Marilyn Monroe, like, oops, kind of
Fucking
deal.
hell.
And she can't be
Fucking hell.
scantily clad, but she does appear to have larger boobs and.
Tabaxi don't
like-
have.
That's right, now they do.
Oh god.
Okay, so we've got Sun and Sage. Who's going to be the third?
Hey, I can
contribution?
take the dead sage
I'll
out
do
of the
it.
bag of holding.
Yay,
Okay.
Zesi, you do it. Bryseis is pissed off still in her room.
Okay, so once again, the abbot begins chanting. The second time in less than 10 hours you've heard this. And he begins the ritual once again. First 15 minutes go by. And looks at Sage.
Okay. I really didn't want to go first. Brammyr. Do you know the first thing I did when I came back? It was whack Sun on the head, as I told you I would. Now you have to come back and take revenge for that. That's how it works, isn't it?
Can you please make me a.
By the way, I also passed on your message.
Can you please make me a persuasion check?
I can try.
Death penalty's -4, isn't it?
Three now.
Yeah, 3. She had a long rest.
Damn.
Damn. Great, that means whoever's next rolling a nat one.
And so balance will be.
I hope the DC wasn't 20.
Umbra knows what the DC is.
It was 30.
21.
Okay. Closes his eyes again. Focuses on the ritual. 15 minutes go by. Zesi.
I'm gonna walk up to him, lean close to his face, stroke that grey streak, which is no longer a streak, and
Oh,
just
it's
whisper
all
in
white
his
now.
ear.
Oh, all
Yeah.
of his hair is completely white.
No, where it was originally just a grey streak,
Yeah.
and just whisper in his ear, not so grey no more. If you don't come back to us, you know what will happen. When you die and you're buried, I will fill it with rabbit corpses. You better come back. And with that, I walk away.
Can you make me a persuasion check, please?
Not intimidation.
Well, I was going to say, would that be intimidation? Oh my god.
Noted. Abbott again closes his eyes. I nearly edited your final DC to be 89.
That was no.
This is again. Next 25 minutes go by with just the chanting. Opens his eyes one last time. Looks you straight in the eyes, son.
Sun's gonna move closer. She's gonna put Brammyr's hair back, smoothed down correctly. Kiss him on the forehead and say, "You're forgiven."
Is that the
That would be
contribution?
all.
Can you give me a second? I need to roll something. Because I need to figure out whether Brammyr hears this or not. Okay. Can you also please make me a persuasion check?
Yep. It's a natural 17 plus 5.
Okay. And you're not exhausted.
Nope.
Final DC is 6.
Can I point out, it's always been, when the DC was 9, it was 19. When the DC is 6, it's 16.
And hey, I still have my
would you
fate
prefer
die.
me to re-roll that?
Nope.
I mean, be glad I didn't roll that. That was a nat 1.
God damn it.
I would have used my fate die if that had been.
Oh, God. Snake eyes.
Yeah, fate die would have worked. Yeah, Brammyr. Looking up, your eyes open and you see both Sun and a picture of Sun above you.
I look very questionably at the picture. After, I meet her eyes, and then see in my peripheral vision, look, and then just give it a what? And then just
I
hug
just
Sun.
mouth Bryseis.
It makes sense. I hug Sun and then take a look around me.
Probably with the
See.
sun still clinging to you.
Yeah. You see Sage, Zesi, and the abbot, who's put his wings away, so he just looks like a dashingly handsome, mid-30s man.
Just give a nod of acknowledgement to all of them. To the abbot.
I wink at you.
Umbra, your resurrection DC, including speed resurrections, is now 12.
Great stuff. Not going to make it to
Stop
the
dying.
not going to make it to the after campaign at this rate, guys.
Stop dying. Waste a turn turning.
Maybe we should spend some time in Krezk first. Rest up. After all, I don't know how much longer we've got.
I'm gonna turn to the abbot and say thank you.
I'm glad I could be of assistance. You know my price. What was that you said about how much time we have?
Strahd's getting angry.
No shit.
More so than usual.
Well, apparently we have to go get a bridesmaid dress or bride dress and then kill some druids before we can do anything about Strahd.
I look with so many questions.
Hey, don't ask me. Ask him. Pointing towards the abbot.
So it is true, you are mad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yes.
And what do you mean by that?
Let's just say a friend. Not really a friend anymore, or ever. Frankly, I never want to see them again. They told me what you were. And I've been warned by someone else much earlier. Also warned me about you.
I just brought you and your companion back.
I mean no offense.
Choose your words. Because I can put you back there.
Nope, Brammyr. Just say thank you. And just say thank you.
I didn't mean any offense, Steva. I just was relaying what I've been told. I thank you for bringing us back. As for what I said about Strahd, he's willing to destroy his own creation just to force us to his castle.
Makes it all the more important he gets his bride. It should be able to free this land of him at least for a while.
Sort of like the fingers at the bridge of the nose, just like slowly massaging the bridge of the nose, like.
The moment when I notice that Raise Dead brings you back with 1 HP.
Yep. We have time, at least until he's aware we've picked up either the amulet or the blade.
Wait, Well, where are those supposed to be again?
The blade is in the Amber Temple.
Right.
Amulet was left with the werewolves.
Yeah.
We have about 2 dawns. From what they told me. After we find those items, 2 dawns. Or Barovia.
After we
Well,
find both or one of them?
I don't know. I couldn't get a clear answer. I didn't know a clear answer. I was too in panic when I heard the news.
They said it all. They explicitly said it all.
Okay. Either. He's willing to destroy his own demiplane, so they called it. Just to force us to Castle Ravenloft. And force us to fight him on his own home ground.
So we need to plan our moves carefully.
Indeed. But we are both rather weak for the next half a week.
Maybe we could take a tiny bit of rest here? Like a few days?
If you think you can find the bridal gown in Krezk, remember my deal. If you do manage to recover it before Strahd decides to burn the world, well, if I haven't had to raise anyone else, you know where to find me. I don't charge.
Fine, We'll be on our way to Vallaki, I guess.
Cleric, what was it? Sage?
Yes.
Before you go.
You wanted to pray with me.
And this one, although I have half a mind to say never mind.
Which one?
Looking straight at Brammyr.
I give an apologetic, small bow. Once again, I meant no offense. We're all a little bit mad after all.
Will you join me to commune with whatever deity you follow? Or she follows?
Right, that's going to go so well. Sorry, that's a Miya comment.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've never really been much of a holy man myself, but I can try and assist where I can. As a thank you for bringing me back after all.
Let's find somewhere quiet and talk to one of your gods. And with that, since that will need to be done with just those two, that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
And no one's dead for once at the session.
Well done,
Well,
Ballor.
I'm still looking at your token with the dead thingy on it.
Sorry, I'll put that. Still on 1 HP.
Oh,
Okay. So, hope you enjoyed the session. That was a more deadly fight than I expected it to be, but the dice fell how the dice fell.
hey, remember we didn't have our healer with us?
True.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing, everybody. As usual, feel free to PM me if you do have any feedback, and I will see all of you next week, if not on Thursday. when we return to Barovia for another trip to Valak.